random Coke bottle in my bag.
So is it a bottle of Coke or a bottle of cocaine?
That's a $5 deposit either way. Or 5-cent deposit either way.
Yeah. And maybe another grand or two, depending.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I mean, I know a guy.
All right. Hello, Twitch. Welcome to The Journey, episode 24. It's been a while. Glad to have everybody back here at the table. We're going to do a quick recap and get started. So, the group, which you guys don't have a name yet, still, you're just the group. Guys had just finished getting through the secret Ducal Castle tunnels, where you were chasing a succubus and had to deal with a lot of different things that were stashed and stored down there. Between weird plague rats, undead trolls, living armor, and the succubus herself, as well as Carlen being charmed and being quite the thorn in the group's side as far as slapping people around. The point where you guys literally knocked him out. Like, you knocked him unconscious to keep him at bay. The succubus escaped out of the tunnels where you guys ran out and found yourselves in the main area of the Temple of Amontor, which was right outside the walls of Castle Ducal, where the succubus seemed to ravage through there quite quickly, taking out some priests, and fled the town, heading southwest from Daggerford, according to people that saw the beast leave. You guys ran into what you assumed was the high priest of the temple, who offered services and for you guys to stay there to heal up your wounds, take care of Carlen and whatnot, and you guys leveled up also in that time. So yeah, that's where we left off, with you guys taking your long rest and healing up in this temple.
Woo!
Whoa. Text documents going wild. I was
Hard
leaning
A.
on... This felt like... anyone ever see Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
You know where... fucking what's his name puts the tequila bottle on the delete button, starts erasing all that porn. I just did that with the enter key in a Word document.
Oh.
It's like, hey guys, I think this is it. It's like, stop doing that.
Whatever you're doing right now, stop it.
All right. But to kick it off, Elevar,
Yes.
you find yourself looking down a dark hallway. You see the back of a figure at the end of this hallway.
Okay, have we rested, or am I just like, have I walked into this and like kind of like the lights go out, so to speak, and like then I'm in this hallway?
Sure.
I look around to see if anybody's around me other than this figure ahead of me.
You see nothing but the probably about like 8-foot wide hallway that you're in.
This is in the little temple?
Sure.
Sure, he
Alright,
says.
I'll stop talking now.
Not your impending doom,
You just see stone walls and very dim lit like torches, like maybe like 2 or 3. The most brightly lit torch is at the end of the hallway where you're seeing the figure with their back turned to you.
Okay. I'm going to approach it cautiously. Not that really is going to matter in this scenario, no matter what I do.
Okay.
And
as you get closer, you see long brown hair and a stunning royal-looking dress.
I do my usual self, which is now covered in filth and whatever the hell we just came out of, because it was part sewers or whatever, the underground with the fight. I kind of slick back my hair and go, hey, how's it going? In true Elevar fashion.
Okay. As you get closer and say this, the figure turns around, and the first thing you notice are these dark green eyes that you seem to kind of get lost in. They're very looking at these eyes, and you kind of pull your focus back a little bit. You see the face of the succubus.
Okay. So seems like you couldn't get away from me too much, huh?
Oh dear God.
She says nothing and smiles at you.
Listen, I get that we have our differences, and we could probably make things work. You just need to not murder people. But
She cuts you off as you're talking by putting her finger to your lips as she wags it like, nuh-uh. She pulls you in closer, embracing you, as it seems she's pulling you in for a kiss.
Oh dear God. Oh.
I think, given everything, even if Elvar wants to go for this, I think I'm going to be cautious. And can I not perceive, kind of gather intention or something? Like, is this going to be a good kiss? Like, I know it's going to be a great kiss because you know me, but is it going to be like resulting in a good thing? Is there can I do a?
I mean, it's a succubus. What do you think?
Her eyes are closed as she continues to lean in for a kiss.
I'm gonna go fuck it. I mean, why not?
I mean, all right.
At this point,
It is in character.
You're gonna go fuck it, or you're
no. Oh my God. That's
as you lock lips for a few seconds, she pulls away with that same smirk that she had on right before she kissed you in this moment. Then all of a sudden you feel a swipe across your chest. Then you feel another as a fury of blows from the succubus's claws and retracted nails are just cutting into you over and over and over.
I scream pineapple.
Your eyes wake up and you jolt forward up in your bed.
Are we in the same bed? Well, same room.
You're in the same room. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just cuddling Cren.
I mean,
I would like to talk to you about your private words.
I wake up kind of dazed and confused and looking around and grabbing at my chest. Do any of these wounds actually carry over?
No, there are no wounds on you.
Okay.
You are wearing what appears to be some fine, like white, like not silks, but just like good like clothing. Kind of think like the hobbits in the end of the Lord of the Rings when they're all like, "Hey, we're all okay," and then they put us in nice elven clothes and stuff. Like you guys, like none of you. If any of you also wake up from the noise of Elabar's reaction, you're all kind of wearing similar clothing. They like took off your armor and they were taking care of you and cleaning you and whatnot.
So like a spa day.
Kinda.
Yeah. So I kind of get up and I stand up and I look around. Is everybody kind of like passed out or just waking up now from on their beds, or am I the last one?
Well, that's the rest of the group. Do you guys react to Elabar jolting up?
you go back to bed.
Well, you know the usual. If as soon as you have a good dream and you wake up from it, you can never go back. And I don't know if I'd actually kind of want to go back. I'm torn from this perspective. But yeah, so I think we need to address what just happened to me. Possibly could be an issue. But yeah. I go over to Corey, Carlen, and is he stirring, or like I'm gonna kind of like put my hand on his shoulder. I'm kind of like shaking him a little bit, like, hey, gotta ask you a question about the succubus. And I'm like kind of rocking him a little bit, not like crazily, just like enough to hopefully wake him up.
Carlen kind of startles a bit, like, "What's up? Why are you touching me?"
So how, when you were under her command, how would you describe it? Because I don't know if we have an issue. I might have like an issue in the future, like a fun issue, but like this might be an issue for us. So I want to kind of figure this out.
I mean, it was like being strangely influenced to do things that you didn't want to do?
Like a drunk, your friends are persuading you kind of thing, or like your mind is now doing it, and like the back of your mind is like, no, don't, but front of your mind's like, yeah, do it, kind of thing.
I guess that's a good way of explaining it, seeing as how I punched the shit out of all of you.
I feel like we had a pretty good fight. We don't need to put it that way, but I mean, okay, so then this might be different, might not be an issue, could be an issue. And I kind of like look over to everybody else, and I kind of like just say it in general, and also to Carlen, like, yeah, so I had a dream about her, you know, kind of got steamy. I don't know if she's gonna come back, but I don't know. I just figured to let you guys know, so I don't murder you in your sleeps. But I think we're kind of set here. I'll let you get back to your thing.
Were you like marked or anything? Like, I find it weird that she's in your dream. Are you dreaming of? Is that a?
Listen,
Do you have a...
we had a kiss. It was a moment of passion.
Is that a boner? Do you have a tent in your room?
I said I had an issue.
Is your dagger inside of your bed with you? Like,
I just like walk over to my bed and I just sit down. I'm like, no, we're good. We're cool. We're chilling.
Is that a dagger in your pants, or you need to walk away from me really fucking fast?
answer.
It's normal. It's every man has it when he first wake up. It's the blood flow. So shit got crazy, right, guys?
You're looking for affirmation from somebody at this point, right?
I'm just trying to like get the conversation away from my junk.
All right, we have to talk about more pressing matters.
What's pressing is his dick against the sheets right now.
Well, he walked back to his bed, so yes, you're not wrong about that. That is severely uncomfortable.
Cora is like laughing uncontrollably at this point.
Oh my god!
I'm just happy that I came up with that quickly.
That's your only symbol. That was a bad one.
I enjoyed that one. All right.
I want to say that we have to think about this now. Do we go after this lady, or like
we are doing nothing but thinking about this right now?
I mean, Elevar is thinking about this right now, but that's neither here nor there. I feel like I don't know if I'm ready to fight her again.
Also, we're only here because we were on our way to Waterdeep. Cren, how pressing is it that we still get to Waterdeep?
Let me ask the gods, my god, really quickly. Let's see if it's possible.
But wasn't the last time you asked, you found that the throne was empty?
Yeah.
Hold on. There is I think I might have another god I could talk to. His name is Bobby. Bobby. How?
All right.
Yeah, don't worry. He's an all-knowing god. Bobby, how pressing is this?
For you to get to Waterdeep to try to get to the underworld? That's on you on how Cren feels what he needs to do.
Okay,
for what he saw. Again, the visions you had were not 100% clear, I would say, but the things you did see, like the main thing you saw was an empty throne.
Okay, so the all-knowing, all-powerful god that I was trying to talk to just now, not that helpful, not gonna lie, but I'm trying to infer on something, and like, I'm just thinking out loud with this. One of the gods that's in charge of the underworld, if they're not there, some bad shit can happen.
Is it one god or like the god?
Uh, it's so complicated, my guy.
So
Like,
I don't know much of the underworld. I don't
right.
know much of anything other than where we are now. But if the head person in charge is not where they're supposed to be, we can be
Right.
looking at a mad dash for power.
Right.
Major chaos.
All I know is that
I'm
when a king is
scared
on
that
his
there's a-
throne, the subjects will go for it. So,
Right.
chances are there's an issue.
Right now, if the god that is supposed to be there is not there, there's a power vacuum, and that's going to be like it could literally be hell on Middle Earth, where we are. I don't know, the High Earth, Middle Earth, whatever the fuck we are.
Well,
Might as well call it Midgard at this point.
Midgard, yeah, that thing. That
if I'm
concept.
not mistaken, we also have artifacts on the loose.
That's also true.
So I don't feel like right now we need to worry about the succubus. We've already showed we're still in the process of having to tell these people exactly who this woman is. But I think this is something that others right now can handle.
Yeah, like truthfully, like listen, I hate the succubus. But the succubus is not a good person. Yes, yeah, I declared it. But at the same time, I'm kind of like she really isn't important. Like to anything that we're doing at this moment. So I think we could just bypass her and go on to what's really important. You know, like.
Well,
So
I mean, like,
feel
didn't she go west towards Waterdeep, where we're going? Theoretically, she might be on the way. Theoretically, it could be like a quickie, not that way, but and just a little side quest here and there, a few minutes, half an hour tops, sometimes.
All right,
go for
let's
2.
think about directions here.
And then we'll go save the world.
I'm very sure that LFR needs directions.
Well, Cren having come to this plane of existence through Waterdeep, you would know that based on the description of where she was said to fly off to is not in the direction of Waterdeep. She flew towards the southwest. Waterdeep is to your north.
Yeah, so she flew the exact opposite direction of Waterdeep. So as much as I want her head on a platter and to eat it and then give it to Elevar to do what the fuck he wants to do with it.
Jesus.
Maybe I
get
to
her
the body,
first.
of course.
It's a bit fucked up. I mean, we could. I suppose my love life can wait till after we save the world, but
don't worry, your love life will be just as bad. That was uncalled for. I'm just going to go out and say that was very rude of me. I apologize there, Elevar. I think we need to go and not deal with this. And for all we know, we might get more powerful, and then we could then Elevar, this woman might actually look at you as a equal footing and not as a servant or something, and you might end up together. I don't know.
It's a thought.
It's a thought. That's not a good thought, but it's a thought.
I think you're right. Maybe we do the underworld first, and then I show her how much I've improved, and then fall in love, have babies, etc., etc.
Such a brilliant plan, Elevar. Brilliant.
Now I'm just picturing the succubus babies. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's head more towards Waterdeep, and I will forget about this succubus.
I don't think you will, but we'll.
I will try
now.
to forget about the succubus.
All right, we need to find what's her face.
Therapy. That's what we need.
So, as you guys are talking, the high priest-looking individual enters the doorway to the room that you guys are in.
Cool.
It seems you all are feeling much better this morning.
Indeed.
As he directs his attention to Carlen, how are you feeling today, my boy?
Normal. I don't have anybody talking in my head.
That is good. That means our remedies have cured you of your charm affliction. Well, my manners. I am High Jurist Hammon. I am the ranking official here at the temple.
Nice to meet you.
Myself and the now new town steward of Edwin, Berthau, who then comes around the corner. Yeah, you talking about me? As he stands in, you see this human individual wearing some kind of like scale mail or like chain mail looking sort of why am I blanking? Like chest armor with also some like maroon looking like leathers that kind of go over it. Yeah, he's there. Yes, we with the High Jurist here's help, we were able to cure all the guards of Ducal Castle as well, who seem to be under the same effect as your friend here, to get some more information about what was going on. It seems the succubus is heading to Crom's Hold, which is a castle of sorts used to protect these lands from lizard folk from the Lizard Marsh. This is most intriguing because Crom Hold is held by Baroness Wine Crom, who seems to be more of a sore in people's side than she has in the past. And if she's in league with a succubus, this cannot be good for anybody.
Like on a scale of, I stub my toe to the underworld being in chaos, how bad is this? If it were to just on the scale.
Subtle.
Well, for Daggerford, this is very bad. Crom's Hold is the closest threat, I guess you could call now a threat, to our humble town here. And if the Baroness is holding Our Lady Morwyn, that spells trouble for us here. I am beginning to get word out to surrounding areas and possibly Waterdeep to send men to organize a militia to march on Crom's Hold. Daggerford does not have the manpower itself to perform such a task.
Militia is good.
So theoretically, I kind of aside to Cren and Carlen and all them, and Cora. I'm leaving out Cora for no reason. I aside, I'm like, so we might have just enough time to go deal with the underworld thing, come back, and then that's when they have the militia ready to go because they have to assemble it. It's like the Avengers. It doesn't happen in one movie.
Elva, you just said a bunch of things that I just don't understand, but at the same time, I kind of get what you said. I go to the guy. I'm like, so how long will it take for the militia to assemble?
It all depends on how quickly these lords and ladies of the different surrounding areas respond back to our messengers, and as long as our messengers get there with no problem. We have sent out 5 men on horseback to travel to give calls of action to these higher ups, and we're just essentially waiting for a response at this point. Hopefully in the next few days at the earliest we can get some word back, but
all right, so
probably about a week.
A week. Okay. So
how long would it take us to get to Waterdeep?
As you ask that question, you see a very familiar face now pop into the room. John McKinnon is there. Waterdeep is 6 days. We need to get going, people. We don't have time for this stuff. But I'm glad you guys are okay. Thank you for finding my driver.
What impeccable timing, John. Thank you.
Yeah.
If it's 6 days to get there and the message comes back in a week, maybe they can send us an update or something. I don't know.
We can check in on our way back.
So I do have a question. I'm gonna more direct this towards our group and kind of go in secret. I'm just like, bail? Bail?
I think we should keep moving.
Yeah, just bail on these guys.
I mean,
It's like,
also the fact that maybe we don't bail just because it's about. Let's say they get the militia and everything's set, and they go to war and everything. They might just get completely wiped out, and I'm talking thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, people just dying, without our assistance. We could change the tide because but so. If we do the underworld thing, we have to value all these people's lives versus whatever's going on with the underworld. Maybe the next person in power isn't that bad. It's only the underworld.
so I'm gonna put this out
Right, and
to
if
you.
you got back to your desk, right, wouldn't this be a lot of paperwork for you to have to sit through? These people
Truthfully,
die.
listen, you would think that. You would think that, but the underworld is actually kind of lax when it comes to that stuff.
Clearly, your god's not at his throne right now.
Yeah, obviously,
So that means if these people die, they don't have a place to go.
But also, we aren't the only all-powerful beings in this world. These people could find somebody else. I suggest, all right, so we're kind of busy, but if you want to, I highly suggest that you hire other adventurers to help you on this endeavor that you are about to undertake. Because I'm going to be frank, if you guys just do this without any adventurers or mages or warlock or whatever things, you're gonna have a bad time. So I suggest you hire a adventuring party. If we see any people that seem capable along the travels, we will send them your way, and with the highest of recommendations. But we are busy with our own endeavors. I say good luck to you all.
Edwin acknowledges and is like, yes, you have done enough for us at the time. We seek no obligation on your end to join us in this. This is a Daggerford problem. The fact that it took outsiders to figure out our issue here is a little embarrassing for us as a homestead.
No, we're happy to help.
And listen, shit happens, don't worry about that. But I strongly suggest that you find somebody that is that could help you out with this stuff.
Yes, we take this this matter very seriously. This is not. We know the power that Crom's could have, even with a small army at their disposal. The walls are meant to hold off armies from the Lizard Marsh. They can hold out longer than we could siege, essentially. So this is something we are not willing to just jump with both feet into until we know we are fully ready to do so.
Okay.
Out of character, you keep referring to a wizard marsh. Am I hearing that right?
Lizard.
Lizard. That
Yeah.
makes way more sense. Okay.
It's just a marsh filled with. It's a wizard marsh. They're just we're casting spells all day.
Dude, I don't know.
We
It's
throw
so
tomes.
weird.
I
It
know.
makes total sense.
True. There's just tomes thrown everywhere. I'm done with this book. Ha ha. Away with you.
That's my good weapon.
Instead of the dead marshes of Lord of the Rings, it's just the tome marshes. There's just books everywhere. It's this is
Full of books.
it's full of books.
Sorry,
as it's kind of like diffusing the situation. I kind of approach and for once I'm actually in character of a paladin, not just Elvar, because I'm kind of
Elvar, you should have been a bard.
probably, but I approach.
In another life.
I approach and I say, "Yes, don't start yet. We will be back." And I look towards Cren because I say, "Those with power should do something about it. You should never leave those to fend for themselves if you can do something about it. I know I skate the line of paladin every so often, but that is one truth that I follow. You have to do what you must, even if you don't want to. You have power, you use it. and we have the power to change the tide of a war. So we will deal with the underworld, and we will be back to fight this. Nobody else but us. You wait for us. And I look back towards the monk, and you wait for us. We will help you, but no sooner.
Okay, I don't know what he just said. I don't agree with it.
Just smile and nod. It'll get him out of here.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys. And I kind of like they get Elvar by his shoulders, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Like, come on, we're getting out of here. Come on.
Yeah, and then we'll be back because death.
As Uncle Ben leaves the room.
It's like
He just walks by. He just walks by the doorway. He's just like, "Oh, bye."
Responsibility.
Great, great power. Great with great power. That whole thing.
The steward comes more into the center of the room and addresses the group to show our appreciation for revealing this dubious acts that were happening right in our walls. We're able to give you a reward. At least of what we're able to spare, as he puts a pouch on like this little center like table that's in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the high jurist also has a smaller bag, who he addresses it being like, I don't know if these will be useful to you now, but they could be in the future, and it's always good to be prepared, especially in what seems to be your line of work, as he drops that down as well. But you are free to go, free to stay until you feel ready to go. But the temple is your space until you are ready.
Cool.
We thank you so sincerely from the bottom of our hearts for revealing this treachery that has been going on here.
No problem. Wait, hold on. Before you leave and everything, I want to ask: is there any like talented weaponsmiths inside of town? Really quickly, like any really talented gunsmiths? Wait, are there other guns in
We
this
told
world?
one earlier.
You spent time with the blacksmith already.
Yeah.
There was 2 in this town.
Yeah,
You
one's
spent
for
time
armor,
with one.
one's for weapons.
Listen, I want to get a better gun, Bobby. That's what I want. I want to get a better gun. What's my way of getting a better gun?
Gotta find one.
Well,
Find one or make it.
Okay. All right. So I go to the group. I'm like, all right. Do we need to like? Damn it. All right. Because like it's not going to be 2 seconds to make this gun and stuff. It's going to take some time.
No. And McKinnon is kind of sitting in the doorway, like looking at his fake wristwatch, being like, "We gotta get going." Like,
why do you
Okay.
keep looking at your wrist? There's nothing there.
I know it's for dramatic effect. We need to move.
You don't even know what a clock is.
Do you have a hooded robe by any chance that I can take?
Do I?
Who are you asking?
The
Monk?
monk dude.
The high jurist.
Yes.
Yes, I'm sure we have some cloaks that we could spare.
Are we just like walking out of this place with our like white drapes we now have, or like did we?
Before we
You're
walk out
still
of
sitting
this
in the room
place-
right now.
Okay.
Before we walk out of this place, Cora walks over to the table and opens the 2 bags that they set down for us.
Right in front of them, like counting it. Mm-hmm.
Yes. What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
The bigger pouch seems to have a decent amount of gold coins in it.
Nice.
It has 200 gold coins.
Woo!
Cool. Anything else?
The smaller pouch is a collection of very tiny stones that probably appear to be diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Neat. Alright.
How many diamonds? Can we tell?
A value amount you do not know.
Okay. fair
It's
enough.
just it's like probably in a not a halfling's hand, but like in a medium-sized humanoid's hand. It's probably like the palm of your hand, like the center of the palm of your hand's worth of a bunch of little diamonds, all
Okay,
all
well-
different cuts and whatnot. Like They're not like perfect like ring like stones you'd put in a ring, but it's just an assortment of like cut diamonds and whatnot.
All right. Well, before we forget, let's divide up the 200 gold coins, and we each get 50. Woo!
Woot woot.
Woo!
All right, carry on.
Okay, so 50 gold coins.
50
right?
each, yeah. Add that to your inventory.
Okay. Gotcha.
Also, we each got 60 gold coins when we were in the dungeon. I don't know if you guys added that to your inventory. That was a few weeks ago.
That's a good question.
That's when we found like the magic putty knife and stuff like that.
I'm
and the bag of
gonna
holding. Yeah,
I'm gonna say that I already put it.
I
in.
think we did.
I think I did, but I mean, no.
It's such a long time ago. Fuck.
That's a real long time ago.
Anyway.
The dopest song I ever wrote. 94.
Oh boy. Okay, so let's get going, I guess.
I have to go visit the armor smith before we leave town to pick up my plate +1 armor
Oh, cool.
that I commissioned.
All right.
Gotcha. Yeah, as you guys like the high priest points out to where the room where all your stuff is, so you guys can get changed and collect all your things and whatnot. John McKinnon being very insistent and patient about wanting to hit the road. Again, very very happy that everyone's okay and that you got his driver back. But yeah, he's just like, time is money. He says he'll meet you at the caravan outside the walls of Daggerford.
I'm gonna go with him because Frederick is there and I haven't seen him in a minute.
I will look up to Cora.
I'll go for the bottom left of the map to grab
Get your
my
armor. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, the armor is done and waiting for you. So yeah, you have acquired your armor.
Dope.
Dope.
Big dope. I'll put that on. Now I have just a bunch of fucking armor.
Yeah. And any fees that he would have needed for it have been taken care of because of the news that has spread around the town.
Oh, hell yes.
Delightful.
I was about to steal from this guy.
You're the worst paladin ever.
I choose when I'm going to be nice. You know, when lives are in danger, but
love
not
it.
so much when money's involved.
Keeps me on my toes.
That rogue in him still. He's like,
Money. It's like it's the difference between a passion like hobby and like your job. Like Paladin's a job for him. Like he does it to do it. He has to be political. But sometimes he likes to stab. Well, steal, not stab. That's murder.
you can take the rogue out of the alley, but not the alley out of the rogue.
Yeah.
Definitely entertaining, if nothing else.
Indeed.
I just can't wait to see what scenario forces me into a Oathbreaker. If that'll ever happen, I don't know. I'm skirting the edge. I know it.
It's probably gonna be the fucking succubus.
You know, love triumphs.
I love triumphs. All right. Well, as the rest of you get back to the caravan,
Oh,
yeah, Cora, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I just like quickly like go to a shop, buy like lock picking sets and like a disguise kit or something? Because last time we were like,
Sure. Take 10 silver out of
dope,
your money.
gotcha.
Anyone else want to stock up on anything like that before?
Is there any potions I could get?
Yeah, there's a potion shop.
See if there's any like health potions I could get. Anything?
Sure.
Like,
There's
level?
the base level health potions for 50 gold a pop. How many are you looking to get?
Let me get 2 of those bitches.
Sure. Take 100 gold out of your inventory and add 2 of those.
Is it just the gray ones? Like not
Yes, the ones that are like 2d4 plus 2 or something like that for the heals.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah, just the standard like minor health, but whatever the fuck it's called. God, I gotta pee too. But yeah, you guys get do your shopping and whatnot. You get all that before you leave. You get to the caravan, and Frederick is sitting there, completely unaware of anything that's been going on. He's just chewing on some grass, sometimes mistakenly chewing on the canvas of the caravans themselves.
Sounds about right.
Bah.
Did that caravan driver get out okay in the end?
Yes, she got
Okay.
she got out with you guys. They healed her wounds, and yeah, which is how John. That's how John knew like where you guys were, because like he was informed that you guys were there. Because I'm sure
Just
the caravan
making sure
driver.
we didn't accidentally kill anybody.
Nope, she survived. You guys saved the
Okay.
caravan driver.
Also, I have just this chest that's empty. Should I even keep that, or can I sell that, or should I just like ex-nay it? It holds 300 pounds.
I mean, if you want to be dragging around a chest with you, you can. You're in a caravan, so like it.
I mean, we have wagons for now.
For now, I mean, yeah.
So when you get somewhere, you're gonna have to drag it,
Go to the underworld.
slap it on your back.
I mean, it could be good for a body eventually, or smuggling people. So maybe we'll hold on to it.
Too bad it doesn't fit in the bag of holding.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, that'd be useful, huh?
Do we have a bag of holding?
I
You
do.
do.
We
You
found
guys-
it in the last dungeon.
Who
I
has
think
it?
Elevar has it.
Yeah, I have it. Bitch.
Bitches!
Oh, I can't have anything I'm wearing in the bag of holding. I have to move it.
No, it's all right. Yeah. I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Bag holding is super useful, though.
Oh yeah. Well, now I don't need chainmail, so I can just sell that.
If we have a bag of holding, you could use that instead of the chest for most things.
Well, yeah, I have
depending on
nothing in the
size.
chest. That's why I was like, maybe we
Oh,
just
okay.
get rid of it.
Oh,
But
okay.
It could be
yeah.
helpful, like later on, like if we need to move a body or like have someone smuggled
Well,
inside,
we can just put our supplies in that.
or we could put our supplies in that. Loser.
We
Yeah.
just have to keep track of what we have, obviously. But
I could donate one of the potions I got to the communal.
can I make health potions?
That's a good question. Can you?
Proficient in herbalism. And
That's a very good
alchemy.
question. Yeah, I'd like to know the answer to that.
Well, because remember, I was doing the apples back at your farm.
I remember.
Doing apples.
Doing your
Um,
mom.
Doing like heal apples, health apples, whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Successful seeds back at Cora's farm.
All right. Anything else before your caravan rolls off and heads to Waterdeep?
Did I get the cloak?
Yeah, you were given a cloak.
Alright, I just fashioned like a hood and a scarf around my face with it.
Oh, can I pick up
Okay.
2 things of holy water? I don't know how much it. Wait,
Sure.
oh, okay. It uses 25. A cleric or paladin may create holy water by performing a special ritual. Takes 1 hour to perform. Uses 25 gold GP worth of powdered silver. And okay, so I could do it on the way too. I don't actually need to do it now, but I can like, I'll buy I guess powdered silver.
I would say the temple that you guys are in would probably have holy water accessible if you just want to grab it from them.
Yeah, I'll grab one. So I'll do one. 25 gold
Okay.
worth.
I mean, they're not going to charge you for it. They'll just give
dope.
it to you.
I'll take 2 then. I won't be greedy.
Yeah, you got 2 little vials of holy water.
Hell yeah.
Holy water.
Coming at the fast now. Holy water.
Dio just pops up. He's just on top of the caravan. Holy
Holy
water!
water. What class would Dio be? A warlock?
A bard warlock.
Yeah.
Because he would just be playing guitar the whole time, but
Yeah.
casting Eldritch Blasts like with pelvic thrusts.
I think it's just like a bard, but like has a. Yeah, no, he was multi-class. Yeah.
You know what I want? I want to make the guy from Fury Road. I want to make him as a bard, just strapped to bungee cords, because essentially that's what he's playing. He's giving people bardic inspiration the entire time they're riding through the desert.
On their own. Yeah, totally.
I feel like he's a bard of like.
He's a lore bard.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know. My brain is not working whatsoever right now.
You're fine.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's the weekend.
All right. Well, you guys head off back on the road again, heading to Waterdeep.
On the road again.
On the road again.
Road again.
Okay. Can everyone just roll a d20 for me?
Sure. I shall roll a d20, and then you shall tell me what happens.
That's how it works.
First rolls of the session.
I got myself a 7.
Got an 11.
I got a 1, but I'm lucky, so I can roll again.
I'm not. Oh, yeah.
That's 17. That pop up.
It did.
Okay.
What the fuck? That time I got a 20.
Okay. Where are you rolling on, Sarah?
D&D Beyond. Why isn't it talking to roll 20?
I don't know.
They're having a fight right now.
Apparently, yeah.
It's a messy divorce situation. You know, the trial separation is what's going on.
Can you see my rolls in the game log on D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
You can? Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, with the community of roles there, you guys seem to have a pretty uneventful trip for the most part. Just traveling during the day, resting at night, setting up camp and everything. During the trip, Carlen, as during the middle of the day, as you guys are riding down the road, your eyes catch something high up in the air. You see the shape of a long feathered serpentine-like creature with large sprawling wingspan that ends up crossing the sun, almost creating the image of a halo around this creature.
Did it blot out the sun?
No one else sees this.
I would ask that question too. So, did anybody else see that?
No one else has seen this. There you go. I like that. There you go.
You guys don't see the winged serpent thing? Whatever.
Hold up.
So,
Are you seeing it right now?
It just passed over this through, like, it just literally passed in front of the sun.
I saw not a thing.
Interesting. Okay.
Do I get like a fearful feeling, Bob?
No, I wouldn't say that. Something you've never seen this before, but you almost kind of get like a comforting feeling from it.
Is this Ho-Oh? From Pokemon?
Oh, sorry. I kind of feel like it feels divine.
Okay. So I'm gonna trust you.
He would
What
know.
do we do?
Nothing. I guess we just keep pressing forward.
The image of the serpentine creature is no longer in the air. You saw it for maybe like 5 to 10 seconds, and then it was just gone. As if it the same way it appeared, it just disappears.
Would I be able to like draw kind of like from memory of what I see?
what's your drawing ability?
So I was like, let's see that. I guess that would be under performance.
Performance, maybe?
Well, it's not. He's not trying to be like extravagant with it. He's trying to remember. So, like, I think it would be like technically history.
Guess
History
technically,
would be to remember, but I guess it's weird because drawing would be a performance, though.
yeah. Give me a performance check.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Don't know why that popped up, but it would have been a.
I mean, it's the same modifier.
No, I just don't know why I had.
Rolled advantage.
Yeah.
That's fine. I mean, we can just take the first roll. It's like I said, same modifier, so
Yeah.
a 10. 10 works out. Yeah, you're able to draw very rough, just like shapes. Like you get the shape, like outline of what this of the thing that you saw. So it just looks like a squiggly like S line with some wings and the sun behind it, like a circle behind it.
Smiley
Bobby,
face for a head.
Bobby, I'm gonna ask you
Yes.
in all seriousness: is this fucking Trogdor?
No,
No,
it's
the way you
not.
described it, I had the same thought, Brian. Same thought.
Funny you asked that though. Man, I wonder how Carlen's tattoo is doing.
Oh yeah, did we ever get to see Carlen's tattoo?
He never showed it to you guys.
I don't think he did.
No one really asked.
It's on his back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a tattoo as well, or is that? Or is that
Next time he takes off his shirt. We'll
Yeah,
have to
a big battle.
See, like this is how we know that our character has never been like really like, in trouble because none of our clothes got like ripped off in very strategic places.
Right?
You know,
Right.
we're good.
Like,
To be
I've
fair,
never seen
I-
Carlen's back.
Again, to be fair, every time we've gone somewhere, I've changed my outfit.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, this would be like the second or like third outfit change that I've had.
He's Janet Jackson of the group.
So I'm just gonna be real with you. We've been playing for a year or so. Did not notice it whatsoever.
Not at all. No,
none.
not at all.
Yeah, I've kind of changed my outfit like every time we've moved forward. Mostly to conceal myself.
All right. Is there anything you guys want to address while traveling on the road? Any conversations? Anything like that?
Does anybody need any modifications to their weapons or something? Maybe I could do that on the way out or whatever, like any weapon repairs or something.
I mean, if you could make my great axe greater, that'd be great.
The
I did not
greater-
intend to use
Greater
that.
axe.
I behold a greater axe.
I like it.
I've added a blade at the bottom.
For step. I have used duct tape and a knife.
And also, I've made duct tape.
Someone has to.
Yeah, like I want to see if I could merge my gun and my mail, the book flail, while doing it. Like
Like you want to mount the gun on the book flail?
It's just
Well,
a flail at the bottom of the
here's
belt.
what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking.
It's like a
Like I want to have the trigger stuff on like where the book flail handle is. You know, put the trigger there. Have a cable running up the actual chain, like going throughout it. Put the actual barrel on the book binding, so when the book is facing up, the actual cannon part is going upwards as well. So when I basically throw the book forward and push it and stuff, like I could go do that. I don't think I would actually. I just need to break my gun in order to make it work. But like it was
I'm
also
having a hard
laid
time
out.
visualizing this.
I'm
Hold
just
on.
imagining like
Give me a second.
the pistol like just taped on the binding and then a wire going to the handle that you could pull. It's just like I mean, I feel like that's very ineffective, especially at like a distance. But like you know, you do
Listen,
you.
Listen here, you little shit. All right.
Leave me alone.
Aren't you wearing
Hold
like
on. Hold on. I want to have fun with this. Give me a second. So, I'm
What was your
bringing up.
question, Corey?
So if he's wearing armor, just mount it to your gauntlets.
Is
Ooh,
Cren wearing that?
yeah, that'd be cool.
No,
I like that.
because like
That
I
makes way
don't
more sense.
like having that because A, it's been done 15,000 times. B, having a gun mounted onto your gauntlet stuff, you can't actually aim properly whatsoever. That being said, with my gun thing, does not aim whatsoever, but it's more for flash.
Don't you have a minus in your outside of?
No, the last time I didn't take a feat, I actually improved my dexterity, so now it's just +0. So no minusing for that. Haha. Take that. And put pipe and smoke it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm bringing up Photoshop. I'm going over here. All right. Okay, and share screen. Boom, boom. This one here. Hello. Okay, so what I was thinking is
Yeah, you just need to get your dexterity up to be better with your gun. That's literally what it comes down to.
yeah. I mean, right now it's +0, but
Yeah, so you get your +3 because you're proficient in it. So that's what you get. Yeah.
So having the book, right? And then over here, put this here, boom. Okay. The barrel coming out like that. Not the scale, but whatever. The chain going out. Here's the handle. Trigger is over here. And a little thing going up. Fire the thing. So when this
Okay.
presses, it pulls on the string going this way, and the little flintlock thing that goes up, it goes wapa, and then hold on. People get shot.
Yeah, innocent people. How you gonna shoot that?
I think that this should be able to work, and then just the thing is, you have to roll a d20, and you have to like roll like 10 or something to actually hit them. Anything else hits everybody else.
Well,
Spinning it in a windmill. Just pop, 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 pop.
well, it's one shot, but it's also like what I want to and everything. So like, it's more like if I hit it with the book and I press the trigger and stuff, I could get another shot in. You know, but this is more of a. It's not a dear opponent. It is more of a to whom it
Concerns.
may concern.
P.S. I'm sorry.
Weapon. That's the type of weapon it is. It's a to whom it may concern.
I mean, it'll definitely spice up our combat sequence.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
It's an idea.
Which one of us gets shot today?
Next up on
What kind of tools do you have? You have tinker tools on you.
I have Tinker Tools. I'm a level 4 artificer. And I have time. And like through fire and stuff, like I could like get whatever wirings and stuff. I just need to break the gun in order for it to work.
Also, Bob, you could totally like just as a DM kind of thing, you could definitely let this happen once, and if you're like, you know what, I don't like it in your head, you can make it that it just blows up on itself.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I
it
know.
breaks.
There's also
Bobby
what's-
is aware.
what's also going on is there's gonna be checks to see if he can even pull this off. Like he could end up ruining. Like one, he's gonna ruin the gun doing this. So it's clear, yeah, you're gonna ruin your gun that you have right now to do this.
You just
Truthfully,
have-
it's my
you
first
just
gun.
have the one gun.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes, but also like this could affect the flail that you have as well.
I have a backup
Like,
flail.
Something could go wrong with this
Find
book
more
flail.
weapons.
I have a backup flail.
Do it.
We're good. Yeah,
He's the
I wanna
only
combine
one
the two.
finding weapons on these adventures that are so cool, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up. I don't care. Whatever. He's the only one taking the weapon.
I'm meaning to make them better, so how dare you?
Okay. So for the journey, yeah, let's see. So this is what you want to do.
Yes.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll to see if you can effectively dismantle the gun without completely ruining it to even do what you want to do.
Okay.
So to do that, you're gonna have to give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. It was on Nat 20, then moved on to 14.
No.
Okay. Seeing that you did put this gun together, that you were actively a part of assembling this gun when it was first created, you have successfully dismantled it without breaking anything.
Woohoo!
Hooray!
What do I do now?
Now, you're going to have to do another. Let's see.
I imagine the rest of us are just watching in awe, like waiting for something to explode.
Yeah, I should have asked before you rolled that, like where you were taking apart your gun, but it's fine. You passed it anyway.
We're on the road, so
Yeah, but like, is he in one of the caravan? Like, is he doing this when you guys are resting on the side of the road? Like,
I feel like for the parts where I am like confident that I could do, like taking apart the gun, that I would be like doing a while we're going. But then like
Gotcha.
the next part, like for the things that like I need concentration for and stuff, I would do like while we're at the campfire or something, and I'll get like a little box and I'll put it right.
yeah,
Or,
that fits
Okay.
Trent's character.
all right, so you're gonna need to give me another sleight of hand check to see if you can fashion the trigger and whatever part of the handle you want from like the gun as the handle of now the book of the flail.
Key. It's not rolling. Oh, there we go. 18.
You feel pretty confident that you were able to fashion the trigger mechanism and everything as the handle for this device. Now, let's see. You would have like the flint from the gun that could help using as a trigger thing up by the book itself. Which is also funny, thinking that you're gonna use a explosive device near a book.
Magic. That's whatever. Like, yeah.
Okay.
This is just a one-time use thing.
Yeah. And the book is gone.
And
you have a
It's still hard.
you have a chain gun. You have the Kratos style of gun now. All right, give me another sleight of hand check to see if you are able to work this like cable through the chain.
How big is my gun again? Like, is it basically the size of the book?
It's like a handgun. Like, yeah. So like,
Well, wait. A handgun, as in like the
it's like a flintlock like style, like, but it's a revolver if I'm not mistaken.
Can I
think
just
that's
make
right.
that, instead of having the actual book and like I could like take the book off of it, put the gun on that that part, and just swing it around like a mace, and then when I want to, just fire it, and just use that part of the gun as like just to smash people with, like literally pistol whip people with my gun, but like farther away, instead of having to like have the yeah, like I'm thinking out loud, but like
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, you can certainly try.
okay,
If that's what you really want to do. But again, you've already dismantled your gun, and you've
Right.
already put part of it onto the chain.
Right.
Okay.
That's fine. Like the handle, putting the trigger guard and stuff onto the handle and stuff. Yeah, definitely still doing that. And having that wire go up the chain, and at the end of the chain, I want to have the rest of the gun, and where I could pistol whip people, but still fire the gun if I want to.
So you're gonna remove the book of aggressive negotiations.
Yeah, and I actually want to read it. Yeah, I feel like yeah.
Amazing.
I just I want to pistol whip you, but
now.
you're too far away. That's basically what I want to do.
Okay. Give me sleight of hand to see if you're able to keep the barrel and the revolving mechanism attached to the chain. Working and attached to the chain properly.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what's the DC?
It is a number.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know it's a number. Yeah.
It's not a variable, that's for sure.
4.
Okay. You wrap the chain and everything on the far end of this chain to the barrel and the revolver. Doesn't look very good, but seems like it's attached. So now you need to do the firing connection with your artificer's tools and shit that you have to try to create the mechanism that for when you pull the trigger, it will trigger the gun on the other end. So one more sleight of hand check for me.
Okay. Can I ask my compatriots, hey, does this weld look okay? Of the attach, of the roll I just did, can I ask them, what do you think of this? Can I ask that?
What it's supposed to do?
Does it look really weird? The wrong weird?
I would tell you if I knew.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty. Okay. All right. Going on to the next part.
Yeah, I have no idea. Good luck.
I mean, they could try. I guess they can give a. Whoever wants to look it over can give it an investigation check. But yeah, most of you don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
Can I ask Carlen to hold pieces while I do things? Because his hands are awesome. And his dexterity is good.
That's a good reason.
Sure.
Does that add anything to things or no?
Sure. So the 10 is what you rolled for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you have taken apart your gun and attached it to this chain with what you're hoping to be is a properly working firing mechanism.
Okay. I go off to the middle of the woods where we are, and I try to aim at a tree, and I kind of swing it around and kind of do one of those
How far away from the caravan are you moving? So there's not really, I mean, where you're at right now, you guys would probably just be more just open road. There's not really woods, so it's just space around you guys.
Gotcha. I try I go a good 100 feet away, and I get one of our mugs that's nobody's using, and I use it as a target, and I try to work it.
Gotcha.
I wrap the gun around my forearm, the chain and stuff, and then using that end, I try to fire it. Anything happens?
So, are you holding the other end where the barrel is, or
Yes.
I'm confused at how you're holding it.
Completely avoiding the whole reason for what you just did. Like,
Well, just to see if it works. Then I'll get all fancy and stuff. But yeah, I technically am holding the barrel. This is
Okay.
bad.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Just roll based off the gun. It's fine.
The gun?
Yeah.
Okay. It was going nat 1 for a while and then rolled onto a 7, so 10.
Okay. As you close your eyes, extend your hand out, pointing to the mug, really hoping to not lose any fingers in this process. Also, what do you look like right now?
I am Althea, like little grandma. Yeah.
Your little wrinkly old hands holding, maybe possibly a little trembly because you're unaware of how this creation will work. You go to pull the trigger. Nothing happens.
Okay.
You hear the click of the trigger, and there's no reaction.
Can I go back and inspect what is going on with the gun? And see if I could try and fix it?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Eight.
It seems the firing mechanism isn't working.
All right. I try to fiddle around with the fire mechanism and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Okay. 5. The other one was 18, but 5.
Gotcha. The reason for disadvantage is it's just becoming a little harder to do because this is still all new to you now. You're approaching things that you've never messed with in some sort of way.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you look at it, you do the best that you can, and make a little tweak here and there. Do you want to give another try for firing?
Sure.
Okay. Give me an attack roll with the gun.
20. Not natural.
Dirty 20. Well, this time, when you fire it, you hear a little fizzle sound like a little tss. Nothing.
All right, I would like to continue doing this until I could try and make it work, but I don't want it
Gotcha. So have you keep just fiddling with it until while the caravan is riding.
Right.
Is there any other business from anybody else? Conversations, things you want to do, anything?
I can't sharpen my great axe or anything, right? That's not really if I wanted to plus one or.
I would imagine you'd have a whetstone, but no, it wouldn't do anything to your great axe.
Right.
But if you just wanted to sharpen your great axe,
yeah, it was sharpen it, make it all nice and polished and pretty for the next time I see my fair lady.
Give me a sleight of hand. Sleight of hand check.
Thank God. Plus 7, it's a 14. Come on.
Does he say "fair lady" out loud to us?
Do you?
Yeah, I kind of talked to myself. I'm gonna make this all shining pretty, and my fair lady ain't gonna be able to resist me.
I look at Elvar as I'm kind of working with a pistol, my pistol whip, and I go to him. I'm like, do you know what fair means? Because you keep using that word. It doesn't seem like you do.
Words are just things that we say, man. They don't have any meaning per se.
Here's the thing. They do. they do.
To each his own. To each his own. I'm just polishing. I'm thinking of the dream I had. I'm like, damn.
I look at Carlen. I'm like, how is he a paladin? I'm literally asking, like, how?
Same way you're a cleric.
All right. Wow.
Shots fired.
Okay. Do you have a problem with me, Carlen?
No.
Okay.
You asked me, not him.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so nothing else from anyone?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Who's holding the walkie-talkie?
Pretty sure Cora still has it.
Yes.
Okay. About a day out from Waterdeep, you see the sending stone light up and a very familiar voice coming across from the other end.
What does it say?
Hello? Are you guys there?
Uh,
It's me, the Sage.
Yes, hello, we know it's you, Sage. Cora has the stone in her pouch, so she grabs it and takes it out.
Nice. It's nice to hear your voice, Lady Cora. Hope your travels are faring well.
Oh, you know, little of this, little of that. How's it going back in your tower?
Things are most intriguing back here. I have been. Jesus, Oscar. Apparently, you can hear one of the cats in the background at the Sage's tower. I've been examining the ring that you guys have brought me, that you said your feline friend was absorbed into. Let's just say I have been in and out of it myself.
Wait, you went into the ring?
Yes. Unfortunately, yes. I'm not planning on going back in there unassisted anytime soon. But yes, there's been quite the revelation about this ring. I would much love to talk to your group. Where is it that you people are?
That's a very good question. We're on our way to Waterdeep. How long have we been on the road? Since we left Daggerford.
5 days, so you're a day out.
Okay. Yes, we're on our way to Waterdeep. We're about a day away from the city.
Waterdeep, you say? Most intriguing. Yes. When you arrive at Waterdeep, please give me a call, and I will make sure I have the stone handy. And make your way... Sorry, pulling up my notes. To the Blackstaff Tower.
The Blackstaff Tower. Got it.
It will be in the castle ward of the city. But do let me know when you arrive to the city itself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the update. We'll let you know when we're there.
Thank you. Safe travels, and talk to you soon.
Alright, so as soon as he pieces out, Cora runs around to find the rest of you guys to let you know about the update.
Very cool.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. Next day goes by, and you guys arrive at Waterdeep. This is the city for you. You guys arrive at the South Gate. As you come up to the city, first of all, just coming up to it from a distance, like a mile out, you can see just how vast the city is. With a huge port, it's right on the shore. Just lots of buildings, all ranging from different sizes. You can also make out what appear to be big statues from the distance, all in different states of just being, whether standing upright, falling over, but just these large structures that tower over the city are definitely eye-catching from a distance.
Did you say we came in through the south gate?
You'll be coming into the south gate, yes. The walls of Waterdeep, very large. The city has definitely been here for many years. Let's see, it's a better description of this ship. Where are you? Most of you, whether you've been to Waterdeep or not, know of Waterdeep's importance as being a sprawling, highly influential metropolitan city. The walls around the city are massive, definitely for keeping unwanted creatures or things out. The gates are very heavily guarded, but you also, with this being a major metropolitan city, there's just a lot of coming and going, even by the south gate. You can see a collection of caravans that are all queued up, getting ready to try to enter the city, or at least with this city, you can kind of see that caravans aren't necessarily being let in to the gates to go down the roads. It seems that most caravans are unloading their goods and things are being brought in by foot through like carts and whatnot. McKinnon is very happy to finally reach his destination. He apparently has it all worked out already, as he informs you of he has hired people to help move the stuff through the city to where it needs to go to be sold. And once everything is unloaded, he will pay you guys the remainder of your fee for safely escorting them to the city.
Yeah, fucking, I sit there with my just waiting for the money to roll in. Also, is do we know offhand? I guess we wouldn't necessarily, unless we've been here before. I guess Cren would know if there's like a I guess weaponsmiths here as well. Or
this is a sprawling city. There's commerce and trade of all kind in this city.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, even if you haven't been to Waterdeep, like people know, like you've heard of what like this. It's one of the bigger cities on the Sword Coast.
Right. So it's gonna have basically everything. It's like Walmart.
Yes. It's like Boston of of cities sort of deal.
Yeah. Okay.
The roads don't make any sense. Everything's really crammed together. There's a lot of fucking dock work going on.
There's like 5 delis in one block.
Like Boston.
That's good.
Does sound like Boston, yeah.
But yeah, as far as like the culture of Waterdeep, it's a cosmopolitan city with a diverse population of citizens. There's humans, elves, halflings, gnomes, like half orcs, like all walks of life walk the streets of Waterdeep. All different types of religions. It has its own laws. Like it's definitely very, very patrolled and like highly protected by like City Watch sort of deal. The lords of Waterdeep are who reside over the governing of the city. It's a collection of higher up individuals. Waterdeep is known for its crime. Like large crime syndicates recede in the underbelly of the city, doing the things that they need to do to survive. It's a trading hub with its location right on the shore, and it's very, very well maintained port. Getting minerals from all across the sea, from up and down the coastline. Cora actually does know Waterdeep a little bit because you met your husband in Waterdeep.
This is true. Charlie Brown was working on the docks when Cora met him.
Yes.
So we need to settle up with John because I think our deal was just to take him here, right? You said once we're here, he has someone else to help him transport his goods through the city?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's coming here to sell stuff, and he relays to you like he's very happy with the work that you guys did. Sorry that got mixed up in a succubus thing going on.
Help this guy. So
With his appreciation for also finding his driver, you're kind of getting the hints of like that they're closer than just being someone that he hired. Not necessarily like that they're lovers or anything like that, but like the driver is someone personal to him. He generously gives you the 100 gold each for getting there, as well as another 100 gold on top for each of you as a bonus.
what a nice,
So
generous.
you each get 200 gold.
Hooray!
Hell yeah, making that money.
Each?
Each 200 gold each.
Cool. This way, now I could go to somebody make my pistol whip properly.
Dude, John is carrying a lot of cash. That's like so unsafe.
That's why he had you guys.
I
Now you know why I didn't want to travel alone.
Can I like, as he's unloading everything, now that like my intrigue, like now that we're done and I'm not like obligated to whatever, can I like, perceive what might be in those actual boxes, like, or like who's actually doing it? Like, was this just like a straight up like he has a lot of money, or is this by chance like he's funding a militia or something? Like, kind of sketchy. Is he just like really good merchant or what?
Yeah, so you don't even have to roll because unless you're trying to like sneakily look at the goods, but he told you pretty much straight up what he was doing. After you guys faced the that like black armored knight, he kind of explained that he was rolling with this group, the 3 points, who would used to like Bugs Life, this smaller villages for all their stuff, like Hopper style. And then he decided, you know what, like I'm not about that. Made a deal with these villages to sell all their goods for them at like another place and give them the profit so they can actually like survive and not just be scrounging for shit.
Right, now I recall. Okay, cool.
So like the boxes, they're filled, like some stuff is filled with like baskets that were hand woven. There's different like vegetables and different like food, like dried meats, fruits. There's some textile work of just like different clothes and whatnot. It was just all the goods that these local villages were able to put together.
Right. So
to sell in Waterdeep.
He's just a merchant, but now he's actually finally out of like the control of the other guys. So, okay.
Yeah, like he abandoned the 3 points and decided to do his own little like freelance work. And then you guys took out the 3 points members that he rolled with directly, but as he explained, the 3 points are much larger than just Krennic and his little band of dudes.
Right. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
No problem.
So I'm seeing there is a mace and a pistol combination. Sorry, I'm just looking into.
No, you're good. Oh, where'd you find that at?
On Google.
Okay.
Not within D&D beyond. Like it's more just
gotcha.
Like throughout, just throughout history. From 1560, this combination wheel lock, mace, and pistol.
That's pretty awesome.
So you're not the first one.
As John again expresses his gratitude for the work that you guys did. He suggests like I'll probably need some protecting on the road back if it's something you guys are interested later after I'm done conducting business here. But if it is your first time in Waterdeep or you're planning to stay here, I hope you enjoy the sights. Make sure you check out the walking statues.
Who's a what now?
Yep.
The walking statues. You never heard of the walking statues of Waterdeep?
Statues usually don't move, so no.
You are correct. Most of the time, these statues do remain dormant. You probably noticed them as we were getting closer to the city, the big old things from the distance. But they are enormous, like defenders of the city that that the Archmage of the city gets to activate if something were that tragic to happen in Waterdeep. Needless to say, if they're actually moving,
something like that before.
it's not good. But they are dormant right now, so they are quite the remarkable sight to see. What did you say, Corey?
Didn't we see something like that before?
No.
In the beginning.
You saw the
Gargoyles?
gargoyles.
The
Yes. Yes. This is from what you guys saw from a distance and the description that McKinnon is giving you. These are much larger than the gargoyles,
Like I kind of imagine,
but a similar practice.
like Titans.
Yes, it's very Titan-esque. Their size is considered gargantuan. They are enormous. Like they are very distinct landmarks in the city of Waterdeep.
Okay, dope. That's pretty dope. Kind of want to talk to the Archmage eventually. That pretty much get him on my nice list. I once we sort out what we want to do. Now I want to go check out weapons and see if I could buy a better axe or better two-handed anything to do more damage. Once we
Eventually, we need to get to the castle ward so we can see what's going on with the ring in Ivana, but that doesn't have to happen immediately.
I would like to go in, because isn't there like a tattoo artist out here too? I need to know more information on my arms.
Yeah, I'm sure there's the different types of trader. Like I said, there's as far as like weapons and whatnot, the trades ward is a very good spot to go shopping. It's where a lot of the blacksmiths, artisans, just everything in general operates kind of out of there. Wow.
My cat is trying to eat my mouse on the screen. He's ridiculous.
I mean, he's trying to go for a mouse, you know. So yeah, I would like to see if there's a armor that could look at my contraption and see if it's if they could improve upon it and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure that you'd find that in the trades ward. So you guys want to head to the trades ward?
Yeah.
Part with McKinnon?
Sure.
Yeah, that's on the way to the castle ward, so I'm all for it.
Okay. So many notes open. Oh my god. All right. So again, just as you guys are walking to the city, there's just people everywhere in the little alleys walking around. There's tiny carts being pulled by donkeys and such. You don't see any of the larger caravans that you saw at the gate coming through. The roads is a mix of different cobblestones pieced together. You can see the different types of stones where there might have been patchwork that was done. Buildings, as you're walking through the southern ward, look a little more raggedy and run down, more simple. As you're just, again, seeing the hustle and bustle of people moving around. As you make your way towards the trade ward, you guys happen to pass one of the walking statues. You pass the Honorable Knight, or what is deemed as the Honorable Knight. Sorry, I'm trying to get all these fucking notes. Just want to get the description right of the walking knight. The Honorable Knight, sorry. The Honorable Knight stands straight up, again, gargantuan. He's nestled in between what looks to be a row of 2 to 3 story buildings. It looks very kind of similar to the animated armor that you guys fought in the tunnels.
But much bigger, right?
It's gargantuan. It towers over these buildings, with a sword in a sheath, a face mask, like our face guard over, like down on its helmet, and then on its left hand, balancing a shield, holding the top of a shield that balances on the ground. The shield goes up from its feet to about its hip, which also happens to be the height of most of the buildings in the area. It's enormous, like just completely motionless. You can see on the feet there's some sort of like there's some flowers or some decorative ribbons and stuff like that, just as people at the street level are able to just do what they want with it. You can even see from one of the buildings to another that are on either side of it, there seems to be line that's connected, and you can see there's like clothing hanging in front of it, like around the statue's knees. You can see a homeless man kind of sleeping at the heel of the night. But it's quite a sight to behold. It's essentially like, think of like the Statue of Liberty is just in the middle of this town.
And there's more than just this one, right? There's several?
Correct. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total. Well, actually 7 total.
It's still a lot.
There's a lot.
This reminds me, as Elvar looks up, he looks to Carlen or Cren, and he just like, we forgot to get the medal from the giant sword that we left behind in the cavern.
I don't think that medal's actually gonna be important.
Yeah, it's just, it could make us weapons. That do
We've
damage.
gone too far, man.
Yeah, obviously we've been gone.
We might as well forget it. And plus, like, listen, I promise you, the next giant thing that we find, I promise we'll take it. There's that, that little thing.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I mean, what do you want me to do about it? We forgot it. Whatever. It's not there. You're just complaining because there's like nothing that we can do about it. So there's that.
I just want a giant sword.
I know you want a giant sword. I want a giant sword for you too, because I feel like you will wield that pretty well, pretty cool. So how about this? Let's just gather up some scrap metal and shit, mold it all together, put it in a forge and shit, and I can make you a fucking big sword. You want a big fucking sword? I can make you a big fucking sword. Hold on. All right, hold on. Here we go. So I go to the nearest forge place, whatever, and I'm like, you got any scrap metal I can take?
As you see this soot-covered individual,
Just
take. What do you mean take?
Off your hands.
Trying to steal from me right now? As he just points this hot poker kind of in your direction.
All right, let's put it. Okay, no, not trying to do that. Well, I just thought that you might have some scrap metal that's around that you might not need. If you want to give it away, that'd be cool. But if not, I could buy it off of you. Listen, I just want to make this guy a big fucking sword, because he wants a big fucking sword. So I'm like, all right, let me make you a big fucking sword. He's on about this. About the, oh my god, I want a sword. You forgot the sword in the last play. It's a whole thing. I just want to make this guy a big sword. And I go on and on until he basically shuts me up by giving me scrap metal or something.
He's just rambling, hoping that he gets cut off.
Eventually.
If you got the coin, I'm sure we can do some business here, little old lady. this smithing like shop you walk into, it's not just an individual like one guy. There's a few guys. It's like, hear this? The old lady wants to make a big weapon, guys. See some chuckles in the background. Yeah, okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
is there any spare stuff?
I mean, we could sell some stuff if you got the coin.
All right. I do have coin. Yes.
or how about, I mean, yeah, it'd be cool. What would be, what's more beneficial? Do you have any like anything that's better than a great axe? Like any two-handed weapons that are pretty like awesome, or we could still do the scrap thing. I was like, figured, two birds, one stone kind of thing.
Oh, so you don't want me to make you one for you?
I mean, that'd be cool.
You want to just buy it?
I'm just
okay.
I'm just weighing options. I don't,
No, it's fine.
Little elderly lady is scolding this young paladin.
and I kind of like, I go aside like, although it'd be kind of cool to have a gun in a sword.
I don't think these guys are gonna be able to do it.
Man wants to make a gun blade. Thanks for playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Listen, I look at these guys. I'm just like, all right. I also got this gun whip thing. I call it a pistol whip. Could you I made this on the road and stuff. Could you make the connection stronger and like being able to fire and all that stuff? Like give it all like twice over, not a once over, twice over.
So he looks it over. He goes, "Hey, Widge, don't you know a thing or two about firearms?" As you see this human, like middle-aged, scruffy face, fingers just black with soot. More of the kind of like he's not tan, but he's not pale. Like,
I know what you mean.
His average complexion. As he comes up, he's like, "Yeah, I know a thing or two, like about firearms." And as actually, give me a perception check.
Okay. I have advantage on these because of my shield. 19.
You notice that on one of his hands, he's missing two of his fingers, his pinky and his ring finger. They go down to about the first knuckle.
He knows his shit. But they got blown up or something, Do I know how they got blown up?
No, but a man coming into the room saying, "I know a thing or two about firearms," and then you could Batman, you can try to deduce it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Or you can ask him questions, but yeah, you can pretty much deduce it.
Yeah, I trust this guy. Can he do anything with my pistol whip?
Well, let me see what you got here. As he walks up to a workbench. Wants you to put it up on the table. The moment you put it onto the table, you let go of the chain and the barrel and the handle, hits the table. The barrel comes off of the chain.
There it is.
Well, it seems whatever you're doing here, you didn't do that part correctly.
Yeah,
I don't think you meant it to fall off the chain here.
No. That'd be a mistake. I was doing this on the road, and I had the idea of it and stuff, but I feel like since I'm still kind of new at this, I was hoping that somebody who's better at this stuff could help me out with it, that type of deal.
You got a tinkerer here.
Indeed, yes. I tinker with stuff. This is just a new type of weapon type of thing that I was just filling around about because I had two weapons that I was with either one of them, and one of them's a book, and I kind of want to read the book, and I don't want the book to actually be destroyed by stuff. And I got this gun that I made myself, and then I was just let me upgrade it in some way, shape, or form. So I got one, and them together equal 2. And that's what I want to do.
Gotcha. As you fully explain everything that you're trying to do with the weapons and whatnot, he's intrigued. He's like, "Yeah, I could give this a shot. We could try to figure out what's going on here. It's It's definitely not going to be cheap, though. It's going to cost you a little bit. Materials to actually get this to work properly.
What do you have in, like, ballpark in your head?
It's going to cost probably about 300 gold.
All right. What if I give you 220 and I do a favor for you?
Favor, huh?
Yeah, like either work it off inside the shop here, or anything else you need done. Like the delivery wise or something. Help you out in any way, shape, or form. Because I got like 220 gold right now, and I could give it you to right now. Boom. The other stuff, like I could work off in some way, shape, or form. Yeah.
I mean, I can always take payment at the end if you need to try to get the scratch for it. But as far as favors, do we need any favors, boys? He kind of like looks around the room, and you actually hear kind of like a light chuckle from everybody at the same time, as it seems that they do have something in mind that they find quite humorous.
Is it like a stand-up stuff? What's going on?
So I'd imagine you passed the big old honorable night as you came into the district here.
I'm scared of what you want me to do with that thing. What do you want me to do?
They say the plated armor it has is a very unique metal.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you could try to get us a piece of that.
So if I do that, that's illegal, right?
I mean, illegal, legal. I mean, everything's legal unless you get caught, right? This guy knows what I'm talking about. He points to Elevar.
It's like, don't agree with him, Elevar. Oh. No, that's no. I don't like this. No, I don't want to do bad. It makes things hard. Anything else that you don't need, because I don't want to get thrown out of the city because of that stuff. Anything else? I'll kill whoever you want.
Give me
anybody dead. You want anybody dead? I'll do that.
Give me a persuasion check.
Gotcha.
And I kind of just look over him like, so you would murder before you would steal? I feel like we have our priority switched here.
Listen, well, if it's a bad guy, yeah.
Aren't you literally like an officer in hell or something? Like,
don't worry about it. I got 22.
There is.
I don't want to steal for you. Anybody dead? That's not what I'm saying.
Pretty fucking hilarious. I mean, there is a guy who's kind of cutting into our business a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I guess if he was dead, that would kind of clear up some of our problems, but I don't know.
Problems. Let me hold on 1 second. I look at him. I flip my coin. What happens? Tails means he's dead.
Yes, I have it written. Still, it's forever on the corner of my whiteboard. I was like, wait, what is it? Okay, there it is.
It's like, which one means that he's dead? Hold on.
When you flip the coin, you catch it, or do you let it like hit a surface?
I let it hit the desk that's like the counter that's in front between us. I'm assuming.
Gotcha. As you just pull out your coin, staring at Widge here.
Yes.
You flip the coin, and he's just kind of looking at you perplexed as he follows the coin up, watches it hit the table. It bounces a few times, kind of spins a little bit, stands upright, as if the coin can't make a decision.
Okay.
As Widge kind of looks at you, what's this all about?
Can I do a history check to see like if that has ever happened?
Yes, you can.
Key.
And I kind of just look towards the guy. I'm like, he really likes she likes flipping coins. She did the first time that we met.
14.
It's just a thing she's got to do. I don't understand it either. Just,
This has happened one other time to you before. And it came down to you were having a conversation with somebody in your past where there was a conflict of morality coming into question.
Mine or theirs?
Theirs. And their morality of being on the fence made the coin land this way until they chose a side that they did.
Cool. So, I look at the guy and I'm like, so I kind of made that offer as a joke to you, but because you're actually considering that, I want to advise you to rethink that, just for your own sake. I feel like there's other ways to settle this stuff without having to kill somebody that might not deserve to be killed. And trust me on that.
Give me an intimidation check.
Key. Oh, it was on that 20, then moved on to 8. 9.
Okay. I'm going to say with the weird happenstance of what's going on in front of Widge here and him not quite understanding what's going on, your intimidation was enough. For some reason, he looks deep into your old lady face and takes your words of wisdom as he kind of looks at you and then kind of leans back a little bit, has just lets out as a thought through his head is being pushed out through his breath. As that happens, the coin lands heads.
There you go. And I look at him like, good choice. And I take my coin back. And I'm like, so, on to other ways of payment. How about this? I will give you 200 gold coins now so you can get started on this stuff. And then at 100, the next 100, I will give to you on completion. And I will go out and find something else to do. Is that your satisfaction?
That sounds fair. What do you think, boys? Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, as of right now, I don't have my gun or the chain book flail.
You do have the book, though.
I do have the book, but I can't really do anything with it. So, right now,
I know you can always throw it at someone.
That's true. That's it. Give them a book. Right now, I have the fiery flail equipped. But do I need to be attuned to it?
Okay.
It does need to be attuned.
It needs attunement, and it.
I'm already attuned to it. I just checked.
Kitchen.
Yeah, because everything else, like the book, flail, and the gun, I don't need to be attuned to.
Correct. Yeah, cool. And you are a cleric, because the cleric or paladin has to attune to it.
Right.
But you still are unable to read the wording that is on it.
Gotcha. The fiery flail. Okay. Alrighty. So, guess I'm off. So I'll take off 200 coins. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And I go about and go with the rest of the gang. I'm just wondering. All right. So what? Okay. Oh wait. Freaking Elevar wanted stuff. Elevar,
yes, he wanted us. Yeah. So Elevar, what did you want?
I was gonna see if they had any good weapons, any good two-handed weapons, or better than the great axe, or if they can make
greater axe.
Great, if a greater axe,
the
or if they can make something massive and destructive that I could wield. I just want to do more damage. I like doing damage.
You want magical weapons.
I want to do more damage. That's what I want.
Elevar smash.
Elevar, no. Elevar, yes.
Okay. So yeah, you're looking for a magical weapon essentially because you want something with a plus to it.
Yeah, because I was
What you're
even looking
saying.
at like a bunch of two-handed weapons, and like the great axe is actually the best. Like
Yes,
damage.
as far as weapons go and damage goes, your great axe is already your best damage die weapon.
I'll be right back. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're looking for a magic weapon because you want a little stat push on your damage.
Right.
Gotcha. It just so happens that these guys do have a +1 great axe.
Okay. I say I guess it'd be like on like I guess the wall or something, or like obviously like guarded or whatever. I kind of look over to it and I go, you know, I think I like that axe. I think it would go great with me in general. What would you say is the price for one of those?
The price for this magic weapon, as one of the other humans that are in there, so the main, or Widge, because that's who you guys were talking to there, calls out to Nodder. Hey, Nodder, grab that fancy axe out of the back. As you see, the shorter human, it looks also younger than most of the other humans that are in there. He comes out with what appears to be some sort of like wrapping, as he carries this thing in both arms. As he brings it out, puts it on the table, and Widge pulls back the wrapping, and you can see this eloquent, ornately made axe with like really detailed like carvings on like the blade edge, like right so where the sharp edge of it is just receded. That there's this really good like etching work that goes all the way from point to point on the great axe. It seems to be made of really fine steel. The handle is this dark oak handle that the rest of the steel meets into at the base, and at the bottom of the handle itself there appears to be the head of a griffin that's been worked into that.
I kind of lean over to Cren and go, dude, they have some good quality stuff apparently.
Well, they do.
You should expect your thing to look great when it comes back.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah.
That looks outstanding. As I talk to the guy across from me, I'm like, how much would this fine craftsmanship run me?
It's gonna cost you about 800 gold pieces.
Okay, how about as I like.
No?
I look away and I flip back my hair, I guess, and like back towards him, and I do like the blue steel, and I try to persuade him like, how about 100?
Elvar. Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're offering 100 gold and a blue steel look.
I mean, if it's persuasion,
You heard the man.
it might roll pretty well, you know.
It might roll pretty well. Doesn't mean that you pass it, but yeah, go for the offer of 100 gold and a blue steel look.
That's persuasion. Roll it, baby. 26.
Bobby?
They all kind of look at you and they laugh harder than they have ever laughed in your presence. Even the shorter, younger looking one, like tears are running down his face. He's laughing so hard. 100 gold, you say? You see the craftsmanship on this? You see the steel?
That's the reaction he got for 20.
Yeah.
So, and then I kind of like, in my like still blue steel face or whatever, like obviously I rolled fucking great, so there something got to be making its magic. What's the lowest you could do? Because this is not just any weapon; if I buy this, this will be Elevar's weapon. This will be the weapon of legends.
Fuck you, Elvar. You're literally saying, like, I will pay you through exposure. Fuck you.
Fucking influencers.
The blood that will accompany this blade will be passed on in
you're
stories.
saying that you are a murderer.
The lives that can be saved with this power. I'll go that route. Now,
oh my god.
So with all of this, how low would you be willing to go?
1,000 gold.
It went up.
You can roll another persuasion check at
Oh my
disadvantage.
God. Disadvantage?
Because you're trying it again. You're trying to persuade these guys that you've already failed at persuading.
Okay, 10 or 11. Okay, great, cool. Awesome. Great.
As somebody within like our community that gets like needs to do commissions every once in a while, by hearing that makes me want to slap you.
You're doing it wrong.
Listen here, there, laddie. We don't need your exposure, your name to sell this axe. We got to make money on this axe. You think making magic items is easy? You see Nodder right here? There's a reason why he looks younger than all of us. Magic items take a toll.
So does he make the items, or do you? Like, that's how you kind of phrased it there. Makes it like he was made. So like, does the magic items make you younger? So if so, you're welcome.
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, Elvar, shut the
This is not my specialty. Nodder here can't do this either.
Oh my god.
Just saying. Just look at him. Just look at him.
At this point, I'm just trying
look
to.
at this guy,
talking
I'm like,
shit to Nodder.
Are you okay?
Nodder's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You think this fucker can do anything? Like,
He's like, my brothers are all just dicks. It's fine.
Blink twice if you're okay.
all right, I'll take.
Okay.
I'll take what I've done in stride. Is there any exchange we could do here?
Like,
I mean, obviously he was offering to murder, and he was like, "Oh no, that's not okay." But I'm more okay with it.
You're not supposed to say it out loud, Elvar.
I mean,
the old lady here. I don't think we want to resort to death, but again, the stealing of taking some of the honorable knight's medal, it's offered to you. You get that for us. We can cut some kind of deal.
Okay, noted. I'll definitely consider it, and I'll see how it goes, and I'll be back.
Oh dear.
You don't want to. None of your friends have gold to help you out in this endeavor.
Oh, I don't want to spend all my money. Is that what does he ask me, or do you ask me?
That's what he asked you.
Oh,
He sees that you're with other people.
well, I like to save money, so I like to pay as little as possible. If our adventure has my hands full of knight's armor, it's okay.
It's literally that Family Guy episode where he's just like, we have this technology, but I don't want to spend a lot. It's just Peter like in a freaking like a garbage can with a broom and everything in his arm.
One of the other men in the room, Elvar, happens to pay notice to something hanging around your neck. What about that necklace there?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's nothing. It's I've had it since I was a kid. It was from like one of those turnstile toy things. Not really worth much.
Elvar,
Deception check.
I want to
Deception
look
check?
at you. I'm looking at you. I'm like, what
17.
the hell is a turnstile thing? What?
We don't have these in hell, in the underworld.
or anywhere.
I'm just like making it up as I go. Like fuck. It was like a big barrel of random things, bits and bobs, and you there's a wheel you spin, and then when you're a kid, like a toy will pop out, and I just happen to get like this necklace. Definitely not worth money.
Well, your deception check passed, so. All right, just trying to help you out here, man. Thought it might be worth a little something. Could help with your trade.
I appreciate it. I'll make sure that I, if I come across anything else that could be of trade outside of the requested items, I'll let you guys know.
All right.
I look at Elvar and I'm like, how are you still alive?
I have no idea.
Okay. Just want to make sure you know.
Beats the fuck out of me.
Okay. Just want to.
All right.
Like, we're gonna find out that he's the big bad.
Plot twist.
All right. So, any other business you guys like to do with these blacksmiths? Which, after the little one had mentioned my brothers like to fuck with me, you kind of look around the room and realize, like, yeah, all these guys kind of look alike.
They're all brothers.
Yeah.
I want to scout out the area of the Honorable Knight as we pass through, going towards Castle Ward.
Oh boy.
Okay, you'll be backtracking a little bit to go back towards the Honorable Knight, but yeah, we can do that. So just before you leave, Widge lets you know that this will take at least a day, probably a little bit longer, if you want to check in, see the progress on the gun, but he'll get right to work on it.
Cool. Thank you. I trust you.
No problem. We'll hopefully see you in a couple days.
So we're still in the trades ward for all of this, right?
Yeah, you're like in like this area, like center of it, sort of deal.
Cool.
All right. So you go back towards the Honorable Knight. Again, you see sorry, I'm just pulling it up again. You see the big plate armored knight with its shield and sword towering over the houses around it, or the buildings around it.
Do I see any guards or anything?
Give me a perception check just to get a general feel of what's going on around here.
16.
So yeah, you see just even around it on the street, you can see there's like vendor stalls kind of like popped up, like kind of around the area of it. There you also do, as far as just normal people walking in and out and around the area. You do see guards that just seem to be patrolling the streets. Again, you see a homeless man sleeping by one of the heels of the Honorable Knight. Some random clothesline like that's hangs by its knees. Just other random decoration that people have done.
I quickly, as like we're walking through, I approach the homeless guy, and I ask him, and I kind of get it show up, and I go, "Hey, got a question for you. Possible business exchange. You got?"
Oh dear God, dear.
Who are you talking to?
The homeless guy.
Oh God.
So you walk up to this homeless guy, okay?
Oh boy.
As he's sleeping, how are you?
Hey, so
I don't got nothing. I ain't do nothing.
Oh no. I'm here to possibly help you out if you help me out. Would you
got gold?
I got gold if you're willing to assist.
Wow, the balls on this homeless guy, like straight up asking for gold.
Actually true.
It's the reason why he's homeless. He's not very good at it.
Like not even like trying for copper at first. Like no, straight to gold.
You got gold?
I respect that. Respect.
Do you think you'd be able to acquire some of this armor that's behind you, whether it be chipped off a little bit or just an adequate sum?
What now?
Well, you see, I
Cren is right behind you, just laughing their ass off.
Just like falling down laughing.
You see, you spend your time here, so you probably know this a little bit better. Is there any way you can get some of the armor from this, statue, and give it my way, and I'll trade you for it. I'm sure that you know your way about it, right? Would you be able to do that?
Take off the armor?
Oh no, like chisel at it, whatever. Or if there's some lying around, I don't know.
Sonny, do I look like I have a chisel?
I'm sure
you're looking at his shirt, just torn, ripped. Like he's missing a shoe. Like
what is
I'm
it? Sorry.
Just reeks of alcohol.
I hand him my hand axe, and I go, well, this isn't exactly a chisel, but if you could get a chunk of armor, I'm sure I could trade you for it. Do you feel you could do that?
You hand him the axe?
Yeah, I hand him the axe, hilt first. I'm holding the blade, or the top of it, for him to grab.
Gotcha. So I'm trying to show you an image of the Honorable Knight, but it's just not uploading the way I want it to. Oh, because I'm on the wrong fucking screen. I'm an idiot. So you hand the man the axe, and as you notice, like he looks pretty frail. Like doesn't look like he's eaten much. He's like, again, the smell of his alcohol. As you hand him the axe, it kind of just in his hand falls to the ground. Like, oh, that's heavy.
Well, I mean, it's a all right. What about possibly eventually? Thought about it. Being a distraction. If I have to, would you do that? Because if we can't make it at this business exchange, perhaps we could do that.
I would like to just say that Cren is not offering to help at all.
Yeah, where are the rest of you all?
Watching
from across the street. If you also look
I'm just watching him make a fool of himself.
If you look at the Waterdeep map currently, I just threw on top of it an image of there's an illustration of what the Honorable Knight kind of looks like.
Oh shit, that's a great picture.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you want me to hit the knight with this?
Yes.
No.
In the middle of the day, right?
Well, yeah, we are
This
for
is
now.
the middle of the day.
This is no, not. I wanted to see if you could possibly, acquire some of the armor or like a polder or whatever from it. If you can't, you can't. I might approach back and
Polder? You want me to climb up there?
You
He
must
just points up like
You're
see
nimble.
like four or five stories up. They're asking for a polder. I can't climb that.
Okay, could you? So then we'll approach this later. I just wanted to check with you. How much? What are you willing to do for some gold?
Sorry.
Whoa.
I'll do anything for gold there, Sonny.
Oh dear.
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh, dear.
even if it causes you bodily harm.
Oh dear God.
What harm will come to my body that I haven't done already?
I'm like,
It's just like this gross fucking phlegm just like lands by your feet. Like, although this guy hasn't stood up either. He's just been on his ass on the ground, just like, yeah.
Okay. I just go. Good to know. Okay, and I'll take my axe back, my hand axe from him. I go. I'll be seeing you. Be seeing you soon. Don't worry. And
As you go to grab the axe, he's kind of gripping it a little bit, like not letting it go. I thought you gave this to me. This is mine now.
oh no, it was for you if you could assist me with what I wanted you to do initially. As I'm kind of tugging at it a little bit more.
Give me a strength check.
I have to strength check this guy. He couldn't even lift up the axe.
Yeah, I know. Still got a strength check. He's.
Let's see if you kill him, accidentally.
20. Yeah. Accidentally just decapitate him. I rolled a 20.
He technically rolls with disadvantage, so either way he fails. So yeah, he rolled a 6, so the opposing strength check. Like you feel like the tension of him holding, and you yank it right back. It's like, oh. Can you spare some coin either way? You did wake me up. I was having a good dream.
I'll toss him like a silver coin.
Oh, thank you. As he just kind of springs up and he's just kind of like holding it like in his hand with both fingers. He just runs out from underneath the feet of the honorable knights. The tavern! Runs down the street towards the nearest tavern.
At least it wasn't a gold coin this time.
All right. So while this is all happening, Cora's very amused, and she happens to reach into her pocket, and there's the chisel knife thing that we found in the last dungeon. And we have no idea what this thing does, but she just found it in her pocket. So she kind of slowly, kind of sneaky, trying not to be seen, has gravitated towards the giant statue while this interaction is happening with Crazy Homeless Guy. And she takes a chisel and kind of chunks it at the boot to see what happens. Taps on it with the chisel.
Are you just doing this blatantly in the open? You trying to be stealthy about it?
Well, I'm trying to be sneaky about it. She doesn't want people to see her doing this because it's the middle of the day. But she's a halfling and kind of stealthy, so definitely trying to be sneaky.
Okay, so I need a stealth check from you.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep doing what you need to do. I'll just be right back.
Oh no!
Okay.
I should imagine you yelling that I'm being stealthy as you just slam
I'm
on
being
it.
sneaky, guys!
Just hearing reverberations through the entire metal body of this knight.
I'm sure there's people around. It's the middle of the day.
Well, the one person that was underneath the thing is gone.
I wasn't paying attention anyway.
Shit, where's the flail note? Or not the flail note, the chisel. But yeah, so I mean, you think you're being stealthy. Whether you are or not remains to be seen. You press the little putty knife onto it, trying to scrape something off, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Hold. Where the fuck did I put the notes for that? Are they on D&D Beyond? Sorry, I have so many goddamn tabs open.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So yeah, nothing happens. Again, you're looking over this putty knife. It's weathered wooden handle with the 3 dwarven runes on it, which you have read. Did you attune to this?
I sure didn't.
Okay.
I probably should have lied, but I sure didn't.
I gave you the choice. That could have been something that you could have done while, riding in the caravan for 6 days.
Well, I wasn't interested in it in the caravan. Now I am. Alright, so nothing happens. Remind me what the runes say. I can't speak Dwarvish.
You can. So you look over it again, and you see the 3 words read, scrape, spread, cut.
Okay.
I still want to make a sandwich with it. See what happens.
Oh, I'm not used to that at all. I'm sorry, scrape, what and spread?
Cut and spread. Scrape, spread, cut.
I'm going to try and use it to scrape the statue again. Not stab, but scrape.
Wait, so does anything happen that she's not being stealthy? She fails her stealth check?
Yeah. Are people staring at me?
As you go up for a second turn at it, you hear behind you, Hey, what are you doing over there? as you turn and see two what appear to be guards or just city watch approaching you at the foot of the honorable knight.
Cora takes the putty knife and puts it behind her back and spins around really fast to space the guards. I was just admiring the statue.
Give me a deception check.
I feel like there's so many things you could have gone with that route. 19. Wow.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
+0.
As they kind of like look at each other and looking back at you, it's like you shouldn't be underneath. Like you shouldn't be messing around with the knight here.
I am
Move along.
Absolutely. Moving along. Scurries back over towards Cren and Elamar.
Okay.
So the homeless guy has run off to the tavern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can actually give me a perception check.
What?
Give me a perception check. You actually see him down the street still yelling, "I have a silver! I need some ale!" As he's like getting just like thrown out of the doorway of a tavern. As he gets kicked out of that one, he's just running down to the next one. So far, this homeless guy is my favorite character I've ever created. I didn't even name him.
Homeless guy.
All right. So, someone showering?
No, I was washing out a cup.
The cup is showering.
The cup is showering. I'm not.
There you go. Okay. You guys still hanging around the honorable knight? What are you guys doing?
I mean, I'm pretty much set until maybe it's dark outside, unless it's dark right now. But I figured
it's not.
midday.
It's like middle of the day.
Yeah. So like I'll come back once we do our thing. But I think I'm good for now here. I just wanted to scout it out, not attack it right away.
I'm looking for the tattoo master.
The one that you heard rumors from the guy in Daggerford?
Yeah.
Okay. Since he didn't know himself to give you specific directions, he had just heard something that he was in Waterdeep. You'd, I guess, have to go ask around, see if people know.
Any guards in my area?
Yeah. I mean, they're the guards that just told Cora to stop messing around near the honorable knight.
Oh, true. I'll head over to them and pretty much ask, hey, I was wondering if there's a tattoo parlor / master around.
As they turn around because they were walking away, look at you. Your head is all wrapped up, right?
Yeah.
As they kind of look at you, what's going on with your face there? Why are you hiding yourself for?
To not really be noticed.
Don't you
But
think
for
that?
you two, I will remove my mask.
Okay. What do you look like again?
Got the appearance of ASMR. Sorry. Well, we look like regular humans. Plus or minus a couple of
Let's see. Say
golden eyes and silver hair.
You got brown skin, black. I'm looking at your description that you wrote in your character sheet.
Yeah. But the only things that give it away are my eyes.
Gotcha. Okay. So tattoo artists, you said, they kind of look at your eyes and they don't know really what to think of it, but they just go on. Tattoo artist, huh? I mean, there's plenty of people that call themselves artists in this city. What is it you're looking for?
Remove. I show them like I guess like my hand to the forearm on my right arm. Say I'm looking for somebody that can help finish this.
Okay.
Mystic in a sense, but yeah.
Let's see. Something along those lines. I mean, there are plenty of artists that claim themselves to be mythical tattoo artists, but I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before.
Okay, is there any like magic shops that might know somebody that I can go to?
I mean, you can try your luck at any of them. There's plenty of magic shops in the city.
Okay, is there one close by or like?
Yeah, there's one right across the street over there. So he just points behind you.
Oh, thank you.
They're like Starbucks here, or
You're not wrong. So thank you too. I will be now on my way, and then I start to head over to the Starbucks magic shop.
Okay.
I guess we'll all join him for now.
You walk up to you.
Hello all.
Yes, we are here now too.
You come to the exterior of the shop with a sign hanging that says Ellen's Magic Finds.
I shall. Ellen's, you said?
Ellen's. E-L-E-N.
Ellen.
Ellen.
Hello, Ellen.
Ellen!
I'll walk into the shop pretty much.
Okay. You walk in. You see walls that seem to have a bunch of mishmatch things kind of sticking out of different cubbies from top to bottom, whether it's like loose items or scrolls or papers or fallen over vials and such. It's a decent sized space. There is a countertop that has a elvish woman who seems to be examining an item that she's holding in like a red cloth.
I approach her and just, hello, miss. I was wondering if you can kind of help me out. I'm looking for anybody that can work on mystical tattoos. And then I like remove my forearm and my hand and my arm from out of my shirt.
Gotcha. Oh, hello. My name is Ellen. I am the owner of the shop. Tattoos, you say?
Yes.
And of the magic sort. I mean, I am not. I am afraid of the needle myself. I don't want to affect my skin. I feel rather it's probably going to be an irritant for me, so I don't know as much as that. But I have heard in time past of an individual who seemed to claim to work on magic tattoos, but I haven't heard about them in quite some time. What was his name again? Opal. Opal. That's what it was. Yes, Opal.
Ah, yes. Do you know which direction they might be in? It's kind of a pressing matter.
Oh. Well, again, I haven't heard much about Opal in quite some time. That's quite possibly he might not even still be in the city. But if memory serves, where the fucking districts map? I lost it. Meh. He had resided. He had a small little shop that resided in the castle ward, near and around, I believe, Blackstaff Tower. But again, it's been quite some time since I've heard anything of him. But I believe it was a block or two away from the Blackstaff Tower.
That's where we have to go.
So then I look over at Cora and I'm like, aren't you familiar with this place, right?
Yeah, and the Blackstaff Tower is where Amelior told us to go.
Can we make one stop? Pretty please?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you so much for your help. And then, I don't know if you guys need anything from her. She seems kind of sweet.
Is there anything else I can do for you individuals today?
No, you've been very helpful. Thank you.
What would be the best way to melt armor?
I would imagine with a forge.
Right, yes. Okay.
Maybe a very powerful spell, but why would you want to be melting armor for?
Oh, well, some people have incredible armor, and I wanted to make sure that I could bypass it in a fight. No actual reason, per se. Not, going after any extravagant pieces of metal in this city. Anyway, before I...
Elver, do you say things until you figure out do you figure out the sentence as it's going?
Yeah, he doesn't even know what he's saying until it's said.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. I just say words.
It's an adventure for all of us. Even I don't know.
Fair enough. Whatever.
But yes, I am not mastered in the school of armory. I deal in magical wares. I might not be the best person to ask that question to, but I hope you can find the answer you're looking for.
Yes, thank you. Do you have by chance a telekinetic grab of sorts spell? Or scroll, if you will?
You're looking to buy a scroll?
Possibly. If there's a... I've heard whispers of a telekinetic grab kind of thing, but I want to know if that was possible.
Okay. So you're looking for a specific spell. What spell are you looking for?
I think it's telekinetic, telekinesis? Oh,
telekinesis is a spell.
5th level transmutation.
Yep, got it. Oh, a spell scroll of that nature is quite expensive and also quite rare. I could check my my records to see if I have this exact spell that you're looking for, but
this wouldn't be like 100 gold worth, right? This would be a lot more.
That'd be a lot more, honey.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Should have just bought the axe. Yeah. Okay. I think.
I have one question. Do you have anything for those of us who don't wear armor that can give protection?
Let me check my wares. As she kind of goes back and pulls through some things. She does come out with an item. That she comes out with a green-hued box that she sets down onto the table. and opens up. And inside, you see what appear to be very ornate bracers.
Those are nice. How much do those go for?
Sorry, I'm looking. These are very expensive indeed. I could not see these let go for less than $3,000 in gold. 3,000 gold pieces.
I will get back to you on that.
The more conversations
No
we have
problem.
with shopkeepers, the more I realize that axe is actually kind of cheap. I shouldn't have
Magic shit gets expensive.
I shouldn't have offered 100 gold. I should have offered like 400, not 4 gold, 400. But well, you live and you learn. If only I didn't roll a 19 instead of a 20, apparently.
Just so you know, a nat 20 doesn't necessarily mean you pass something. It still comes down to a challenge rating,
God damn it.
which, if you really want to know what the DC was for you offering 100 gold and a blue steel look, you had to beat a 30, which
Jesus.
is an impossible task, considered impossible.
Yeah.
If you would have gotten it, though, like, it would have been a different story, but a 30 is ridiculous to meet at your level right now.
Didn't he roll like a 26 or something?
He did. He rolled really well.
I rolled a 19
did.
plus a 7. What was me?
By the way, Bobby, I think I drowned you.
I see that. I'm gonna have to go fill the bathtub real quick. It's what I get, though, for not redeeming the points my friends spend. I just keep giving them back. My buddy Eric just keeps dumping take hit points, and I keep giving them back to him like an asshole.
I just don't know what to do with these beard points. You know, I'm just like, they just get up.
Yeah, I need to get a little more creative with what to do with those things, but I digress. Okay, so any other stuff you guys want to do with Ilan?
I think I'm good.
Elin.
Maybe she can check out that flail you got.
The fiery flail. Yeah. All right.
I'll read the book.
I'm just like, well, the book. Well, all right. I'm just like, oi. So my accent goes in and out and everything, but if you want, I just want to know what this thing says, and to see if you can open up this book. All right. Just want to know. So I put before her the fiery flail, and the book, and I put it on there as well. Just like do with that what you will. Kind of cool if you know.
Gotcha. So what do you want her to examine first?
The fiery flail first. You know, the flail that is fiery.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you place this massive flail on her little countertop there. Oh, a weapon. Okay. She looks it over. She kind of wipes her hand on it. You can see some soot when she grabs like the head of the flail. She gets like some soot residue on her hands. Okay.
Yeah, be careful with that. Like, there's some symbols and stuff going from the chain onto the handle and stuff. Kind of cool, you know. I would like to know what this means, you know.
As she looks at it, and she goes, "Oh, this is infernal." She like studies it. She pulls out like little glasses, like she just puts like on the edge of her nose, and like kind of just like looks at it. Huh. If my infernal is correct, it's been quite some time since I've read infernal, but I believe it reads "burn it all."
Burn it all. Okay.
Oh dear.
So this thing is oddly enough a edgelord. Gotcha. Okay.
She also when she says it too, she says it in Infernal, so you can hear it like spoken out.
Gotcha.
And then she also tells you what it translates to.
I would like to kind of memorize what she said in order to do it. What she said, burn it all in Infernal. I would like to try and memorize that.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Kiki. Okay. What? Yeah.
Actually, I should probably make it like an intelligence saving throw.
Oh,
but
okay.
it kind of works. It's the same either way. Your modifiers.
Yeah, it'll be a +1 no matter what. So 12.
Okay, you try to memorize it.
Okay, but like I know in my head, that it. Okay, cool.
It's more now like you feel comfortable. You feel like you're comfortable enough that you memorize it. You're just not sure how well you'll say it at this point.
Gotcha.
But you have the words in your head. It's just a matter of you repeating them now.
Gotcha.
Which you're welcome to try if you'd like right now, or you can wait for another time.
So what does this do? If I like, because it's in tune to me. Like, do you have any idea what it would do? Or
she looks it over. Let's see.
Is there an instruction manual at the bottom of the handle?
No, from what I see, it's just the phrase "burn it all," and I don't know. I'm kind of confused as to where this soot has come from that is on my hands.
Well, it's kind of, fiery, so probably came from the actual thing itself.
This was on fire when you found it.
Well, it make it does it. Like inside of there's a small flame, held in a vented sphere. Don't you see it? It's a hollowed space.
I do. I just thought that was for ornate purposes.
Oh no! Like
I was confused by the amount of soot that was actually produced from that little flame. But
I personally haven't used this thing that much, but I've definitely seen it used against me. And when the person that was using it against me, it was on fire and was quite hot. Yes.
Well, then I would imagine those words, if spoken correctly with attunement, would ignite this thing.
Cool. All right, I take it and I try and say it. Burn it all.
Do you say it in Infernal or in Common?
Yes, I say it in Infernal.
Okay.
While we're all shrouded in the shop.
Give me. Give me a performance check.
Okay. Watch. Nat 20, baby. So technically 21.
That's exciting.
Nat 20.
Nice. The words, even when you felt like you struggled with trying to memorize the words that was said to you, and kind of as you're revving up to kind of you're trying to pull it out of your brain. You look up at Ellen, and she kind of mouths it to you, helping you speak it, as you say the words, and just as the words come out of your mouth, they almost have a reverb to them. There's something magical that was brought on by holding the flail. Your voice almost isn't your voice. It's not Althea's voice for sure. As you all of a sudden, everyone focusing on the head of the flail begins to see this thick black smoke begin to kind of pour out of the hollowness of it, as the whole thing just erupts in the room as the flame is just contained, engulfing the head of this mace.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay. How do I turn it off?
Say it again.
Okay.
It's kind of panicking a little bit.
Okay, I say it again.
It turns off.
Okay. Cool.
Nice. I will now gotta alter the fiery flail for you so you can see all the stats now that you've actually activated it for the first time.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, so I got some work ahead of me in the next 2 weeks. Got to make the gun flail. Got to make the fiery flail like updated. All right, but yeah, well, there you go. You got your new toy.
Yay!
And like, she's like kind of like all like, "Ooh, that was kind of exciting." I guess I kind of see the appeal to these things. Huh.
Indeed, yes. Yeah. Fire is cool. Like you could really use it for a lot of stuff. Could you look at this book? Yeah. Sorry about my accent going in and out and everything. Like it happens every once in a while. You know, like it kind of morphs from one accent to another.
you go from Cockney to Scottish to Australian.
Absolutely. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, she looks at the spine, sees the title, she reads it out loud. Like the aggressive negotiations, the tome of aggressive negotiations. As she opens it up and like looks at one of the page, looks at the binding and like the cover, and flips it up and looks at the page, just kind of like giggles, like, huh, that's clever. And she like shows the rest of the group, and it just says in big bold, "Stick 'em with the pointy end."
That's it. That's it.
She continues to look through the book, and it just seems of different phrases of ways to kill people.
Oh, interesting. Is like different kinds of people, or just a regular man?
It doesn't specify. Like this one just says hit it in the head. This one says twist its dick. I don't think that would kill something, but okay.
Oh. Well, if you twist it off, you know, like I've done that once.
It might kill some men.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems to be different advice on how to harm somebody. Just different things.
So, just to put it in context, this book was like bound with a bunch of chains and everything, and it was at the end of a flail, like a little chain thing, like where you can swing it around. Like this book itself has killed quite a few beings. You know, like I think I at least like 3 men at least with this thing. You know?
Catch a sense of irony in that as being a weapon.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yes, this is quite a funny read. Thank you for allowing me to experience these things. Huh, it's been an exciting day.
I feel like we've just made a monster. Like this Elan is going to go off and kill somebody because she's turned on to murder.
Do you care to flip your coin?
Can I flip my coin to Ellen. I'm just like, oh, by the way, I flipped my coin.
Heads.
Never mind. And I take my coin back.
Oh, it's just she now just has, you kind of see in her eyes kind of like this wonderment of being like, huh, there's this thing I just never decided to like look at. No one's ever showed me before, which like is now what kind of cool magical weapons could possibly be out there. So, you know.
A whole new world of mayhem.
How much for this ring? And I show her the ring of psychic resistance.
Ooh. As she looks at it and she pulls out this little like eyeglass. She's glaring through it, and it doesn't look like just a normal any old seeing like kind of like eyeglass. Like it's very ornate. It's very clean, very pristine. She's looking at it and she's like, "Ooh, this is some high quality magic right here. This is quite nice. You sure you want to you're trying to part ways with this, or you're just trying to getting an idea of what it's worth?"
Getting an idea of what it's worth.
Yeah, with the type of magic that this has on it, I could give like 1,500 gold pieces for this.
think I'll keep it still. But thank you for that.
No problem. It's a fine piece of jewelry you have there.
Pull my hands away, and then I look over at Cora. Do you mind accompanying me to that tattoo parlor?
Not at all. Oh, I'm gonna call Amelia while we're on our way. He asked us to let him know when we got to Waterdeep.
Okay, that sounds good. Do you two gentlemen want to come with us as well, or still gonna stay around?
Sure. I'll join until it gets dark, and then I'll do my own nefarious deeds.
I feel like we should keep an eye on you.
That's a little sketchy.
I like to keep it fresh.
You do keep me on my toes. Alright, so on our way out of the shop, Cora's gonna pull the stone out of her pocket to see if Amelia is around.
Okay. Go ahead and speak into it.
So yeah, she yells into it and just says, "Hey, Amelia, it's Cora."
Ah, Lady Cora. How fares your travel?
So we made it to Waterdeep, and I wanted to see if you had any further instructions for us before we make our way to the Black Staff Tower.
Nope. I just make your way there, and I will see you shortly.
We're on. Wait, are you in Waterdeep?
Goodbye.
Oh my god, this guy. I think he's here, you guys.
Wait.
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
The sending stone just goes dull.
That's familiar for you.
The person you are trying to reach is no longer.
All right, to the castle board then, I suppose.
Okay. As you guys travel through, you can, as you guys are leaving the trades ward, you just kind of looking around, you can see over in this direction a walled off section just on the outskirts of the trade ward. You just see a wall structure going around and seeing this big area. That is the City of the Dead, which is like Central Park for Waterdeep if it was also a cemetery.
Nice.
And just continue your way through to the castle ward. Cren would know the City of the Dead because that's where you entered the realm from. There's a Hades like shrine over in the City of the Dead, so Cren would know that area, or at least a little bit.
Yay! I know stuff.
Castle ward. So you end up passing another. We're getting a glimpse at another one of the walking statues. This one is called the Hawkman. But as you walk past it, it's not like the Honorable Knight, where it was this armor-cladded figure standing in the middle of these like structures. Sorry. This one seems to be utilized as like living and occupying space, where again, like the Honorable Knight was one whole like just set of armor standing on its own, doing like just being on its own, doing its own thing. You can see the Hawkman, or what's supposed to be the Hawkman, is been deconstructed and broken apart and used as building material that has become a tower in the area. It's also known as Sparanot Tower. You're able to see windows, very fine, actually, like high quality windows. Also, walking from like where you guys were in the South Ward to the trade district to the Castle Ward area, the aesthetic of the layout is severely different as you've walked through all these three districts. Like the southern ward is very simple, very like just regular old people, houses kind of mishmashed together. The trade ward is more structured, shops and trade, mending, all that type of stuff. The castle ward is very fine architecture. Like everything is built with purpose and pleasing aesthetic, fine stonework, a lot of care put into the castle ward. You are in like the rich part of town, essentially.
Cool. All right.
Just double checking the description. So yeah, the right arm and left foot of the Hawkman are broken up for building material, and the statue was hollowed out to form the tower.
I kind of go to everybody. I'm just like, all right. So if we need to save any rich people, let's not, because they're rich. Fuck them.
But also counterpoint,
not.
they're rich.
I kind of want to eat the rich. I heard that phrase a bunch of times, and I kind of want to do that.
And y'all say I have problems. Damn.
Just because I do doesn't mean that you don't. That's just me. But yeah.
Okay. Well, following per instructions, you guys walk through the castle ward to find the tattoo, or where the tattoo master was last recalled residing. You come up, you see this very fine residence, almost like a townhome sort of situation, like stacked up with a bunch of different like other townhomes. And you see this big red door with the doorknob in the center. It's a big rectangular door. Windows appear to be dark. What do you do?
Knock on the door.
After you knock and wait a little bit of time, no response.
I'll look back to the group. Should I just open the door?
Wait. I feel like we need a fiery entrance. Can I use my thing?
Whoa!
I don't think so.
Please? Just a little. Okay, fine. It's fine.
I proceed to roll my eyes and then open the door.
Okay, it's cool.
To your surprise, the door is not locked.
Ooh, okay. I actually don't like this.
Maybe you should get your flail ready.
Yeah. Now
Well,
you
I
do
got
have
it.
to make
I get it up. I get it out, but I'm not saying the word just yet because I don't want, the bellowing smoke and darkness and like fire.
Probably be better not to draw that attention since you are in a more refined area.
Right, but I do have it out, and like in my head, I have that phrase ready to say it.
Okay.
And then as I'm pushing, I'll activate my tattoos.
Okay.
And then I'll obviously push and open the door.
As you push open the door, it opens fine, and it just has a loud creaking sound, like kind of like a sound of a door that hasn't had much attention to it for quite some time.
Yeah.
Hasn't been opened or anything. You open up into a dark vista of this home. It's later afternoon at this point, so the sun's still out, so you can kind of still see even without that being light source inside this area. But just from looking in directly, it seems pretty bare and empty. There seems to be maybe some loose papers of some sort of parchment on the floor in certain areas, but it seems pretty empty.
Can I do an investigation check to see if there's a struggle or anything?
Sure.
did it again. I'm so sorry, but I got a 2.
Okay. No, as far as you can tell, you can't discern if anything like that happened. You can see it seems like it was just all cleared out, like someone moved out all their stuff. There's a tiny little end table that's kind of left and knocked over. Again, there's just parchment just kind of scattered around the rest of the houses. You're having just walking and looking. Open cupboards, barely anything left. If anything is maybe if there's any bits of food that was left, it was probably taken by some sort of little creature or something like that.
Is there anything to discern from the scattered papers?
Yeah, you can look at them. You find what appears to be a map of some kind with a landmass and it's a single landmass on this page, surrounded by what appears to possibly be water, with some markings on it, indicating maybe certain things on this landmass.
I'll take the map back to the group to see if any of the party members recognize. Hey, does this look familiar to anybody?
Yeah, should we all roll a history check by chance?
Yeah. If whoever wants to look at the map, roll a history check.
Yeah, I'll look at it as well.
I'm gonna look at that map. I'm gonna see if I know anything.
It's definitely a map.
Got myself a 14.
Oh, you both got 14. Funny.
Indeed. Yes. Yes.
Cora, you very clearly recognize this map.
It is indeed a map.
Not just that it's a map or any sort of map.
I'm being silly.
This is a map of your home.
Oh, hey! That island that I can't remember the name of because it's in my notes from a year ago. Hey, guys! I'm from there!
Why is this map here, then?
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know what it's doing here, but I definitely recognize that island. That's where I'm from.
The guy who lived there is from there too?
Was there anyone in there when you just went in?
No, it's abandoned.
The name Sarah for Cora's home island is Grodora.
Yeah, that's not in my notes.
Grodera.
No, it's in my notes.
Or Grodera, I guess would be the more appropriate way to say that. Looking over the points as well marked on this map, it's even more significant than just it being your home island, but it seems to be marking where you lived.
Well, that's creepy as fuck.
Oh, so this is not a tourist map or whatever. This is literally staking out Cora and stuff, right?
Yeah, there's a couple different markings on it, which would probably be stuff would be more significant to someone who lives in that area. But one of the markings is predominantly her home, the city, I guess you would say, that's on that island that she lives in.
More of a swamp than a city, but
it's a
same difference.
I don't want to reveal you reveal your backstory of where I know you've said you said you were an adventurer, but you haven't said what your fucking deal is yet, I don't think.
Well, no, I'm explaining to my companions that this marking on this map is the specific swamp where I grew up. Are there any words? Is there any writing on the map or just the X's?
Just like the X's. There seems to be some like short script like written in it, but you can't understand it.
No
Like,
one can read it.
it's not like
Okay.
in any language, essentially. It's probably just the notes of whoever
Alright.
drew this thing out or wrote this out.
Cora, I think there's more papers inside too. If you want to go back and take a look. This was just like the
I
one
think
thing
we
saw
should
on
go
it.
check that out.
Okay.
Alright. Cora's gonna head into the house and take a look around to see if any of the documents that are laying around are recognizable.
How tall is this place?
It's like a 2-story townhouse.
How many feet up would you say?
Probably would have like 10-foot ceilings in this place, so 20 feet as far as living space goes, like up, and then as far as building space, it's probably like a 35-foot structure.
Okay. I was gonna cast jump on myself and then jump up onto the roof, but I don't see a reason why, so never mind.
Okay.
And do we know how fast the people left, or like do we just know that they left and there's like nothing really here, right?
Give me an investigation check, Elevar.
Investigation.
Yeah.
7.
See a lot of dust.
Well, that is an indication it hasn't been occupied recently. It's been empty for a while.
Fair point.
I want to see if there's any documents laying out that have anything on them that would be recognizable at all or related to Cora's homeworld. Would that be an investigation check?
Sure.
That's a roll.
You're seeing more papers of these languages that doesn't seem like it's a language, more like sort of short script sort of things.
But it's consistent. It's like the same handwriting and shit.
Yes, yeah, it all seems to be pretty consistent. But yeah. There is on a mantle, there's one vial of ink sitting on a mantle that just anybody could have seen.
I walk over to the ink. Can I do like a history check on it to see if I remember if this was like, I guess, the same type of ink that was used for me?
Yeah, history or arcana, your choice.
I guess Arcana would make sense.
Very nice. Yes. So as you are looking at this thing, you can see it seems to be dried out, but there's the vial itself is stained with the ink. But you are getting it, like the residue of it is very, very close to what Vinarth had given you.
Is there a
Not-
way to like?
Like not a completely the same sort of like mixture of ink,
Yeah.
but definitely along the same lines.
All right, I'll like keep that safe.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a dried out ink vial that's stained. Yeah, there's no lid to it. No little cork or anything.
I was just sitting out in the open.
It was left on like a mantle, you know. So it's safe to assume that this was probably the home of the ink master you were looking for. At least so you can kind of confirm that.
Sorry, I'm just writing it
No.
down.
You're good. Is there anything else anyone would like to do in this this home?
Is there anything valuable? Or is it? Oh, actually, no. I guess they took everything, so there wouldn't be anything valuable.
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't seem to be like there's again like just loose parchment, like maybe like an end table or something like that that might have been left behind.
Is there a bookshelf with books on it?
The bookshelf is cleared. Like there's definitely like things left over as far as like loose parchment or just like you can see like scraps of leather that might have fallen off a book that might have been there for a long time, like a chunk of it or something.
I start like pulling at stuff, like either the books or whatever's on the shelf.
There's no books.
Okay, there's no books. So I just disregard the shelf overall.
It's like loose debris, essentially.
I start pulling at like any like sconces that might be on the wall to see if like there's hidden levers or something. Like, I don't know. I'm like, there has to be more to this. Nothing?
Nothing moves. Nope.
Oh my God. I'm just a crazy guy in a house just pulling at stuff.
There's a rug left behind upstairs. Very cheaply made.
If I look under the rug, is there any? What's upstairs? We'll go back downstairs if there's one. Okay.
You want to look under the rug?
Yeah, I'll look under the rug.
There's 4 copper under the rug.
I'll take it.
Like pennies in the couch.
Yep. It's 4 copper and there's a dead cat under there or something. Someone just left the cat. Got stuck under the couch.
Quarter, dead cat. What?
I was thinking Grandma's Boy when he lifts up the couch and there's just like 4 cats.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise there's nothing. House is empty.
Gotcha.
I randomly press on the wall, like in different spots, like walls on the thing, see if there's any like hidden.
Bobby's just like in his head, like there's nothing else here. Just stop. And we're just like trying to figure
Like,
this out.
like there has to be something more. There's nothing more to this fucking house. There has to be something.
No. You find it's not even just from like pressing like a hidden wall or anything like that. Like there's just a cabinet that like you open up and there just happens to be like a needle left that would be used for tattooing ink into skin.
You said those instruments are still left around?
There's a needle left. Just a needle.
I'll take that needle too.
Okay. But yeah, otherwise now there's nothing left in this house.
I start pulling down the drywall. Need to check. No. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm pretty much...
I was about to be like, give me a stealth check, see if you cause a ruckus for pulling drywall. It's all stucco. Fuck.
Asbestos.
This got way messier than I thought. Alright, you guys want to leave the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to burn it down, but
Oh
I
my
don't.
God.
I want to at the same
Wait.
time.
That actually might work.
No, I was kidding.
Because if you burn
Please
the house...
don't burn down a
I
house in the middle of the day in the neighborhood.
I
No.
could go steal the thing.
I leave.
Well, your deduction is thinking you start a fire in one district and it's going to pull everyone else out of another district.
You know, now that you think about that way.
Specifically, a rich district.
Well, hold on. Are they rich and white? Let's bring some race into this.
I mean, there are
But
a
no,
lot of
it's
different
not.
races.
That's not bad idea.
Let's
No,
not.
no. That's not. Okay. Whew, oh boy. Yeah. Let's do some. Let's murder something instead. Like get as far away from this conversation as possible.
All right.
You know.
So, you guys want to head to the Blackstaff Tower?
Yes.
Yep.
That is our destination.
Ugh, all right. Let me just double check to see exactly where it is in the castle ward, just so I can make sure. But it's technically pretty close to where you guys are now. It is a foreboding structure. One of the most recognizable landmarks in Waterdeep, besides the Hawkman. And there is also another walking statue. Actually, this is actually decent concept art. Let me save this real quick. Send it to you guys. I got a piece so bad. Making it so much harder to find this artwork. Fuck, where'd it go? Where the fuck did it go? God damn it. Yeah, where the fuck did it go? Great. Look like a big asshole. Called Blackstaff Tower. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just dropped it on the map. This is what it looks like. So as you come up to it, there is a tower-like structure, then with a bridge that extends out over a cliff onto a little resting peak with another little structure there. I like that. So yeah.
I had to refresh. The die kept fucking getting bigger every time I zoomed in.
Gotcha.
Alright, it's good.
So technically, I would imagine that to be somewhere probably over here-ish on the map itself. So yeah, you guys come up to the Blackstaff Tower. It's starting. The sun is starting to begin to like lower on the horizon. You know, getting into night period at this point. As you approach these giant black doors, like huge set of double doors, at the base of this tower. Bless you.
Plus,
Thank you.
What are you guys doing?
should we call the sage to figure out where he is? I know you said he was here, or
Yeah, he said he was at the place.
He said, "I will see you soon." That's his last
Okay,
words.
so
Okay,
is
that is
Oh,
what he
wait.
said. That is what he said. Okay,
So we have to call for the sage, right?
All right. Let's pull out.
Sage!
Or just no. Or just no.
Oi, Sage! It's Cren! Sage?
As you finish shouting into the air at the tower, you all of a sudden hear as the two double doors open slightly.
I thought I just woke something up. Okay. Alrighty. So
Out, as the doors open, out walks a dark-skinned human with black, kind of dreaded hair, holding a very long and tall onyx-looking staff. She is wearing a brown leather jacket that goes down to like just below her waist. She has what appears to be a breastplate of some sort and a book in a sling harness over her shoulder that rests on her left hip.
oh, I've seen her on a cover before. Okay.
I can actually.
Hello there. I'm looking for Sage.
Say Jamilior?
There we go. Thank
Sage.
Thank you. I forgot what his name was.
It's been a minute.
I just dropped an image of her. Oh, it's a PNG. Look at that. Of what she looks like on the map.
Gotcha. Okay. I think. Okay.
Out she walks and she says, "Welcome. We've been expecting you." And as the door again, the crack open between the two double doors. You just see the face of Emilior pop out with his little like goggles on his head and his beard, and he's like, "Hey guys."
I've been
Cora
calling
is back.
for you. Like,
And with that, we will end today's session there.
okay.
Good stop.
Good
As
stopping.
you guys have reunited
Wait.
with your wizard friend.
Wait. Before we end, can I turn to Elvar and just say like, don't hit on her just yet. You know,
Just
like,
yet.
And
Like-
bam, credits.
You know he will
Whoop, whoop.
That was good. We're supposed to get out of Daggershire.
Daggerford.
Oh,
Dagger sure.
I can't
Sounds
believe you
like
made
the
the check fucking dirty. For the, I should have offered anything more.
You offered
1-8.
100 gold and a Zoolander look to a bunch of brothers who smith things.
True.
They must not like Ben Stiller.
Call him a mermaid and shit.
a merman.
Man!
Merman.
Yeah, it's you're talking to John Voight and Vince Vaughn and the other guy of Zoolander's family right there. It's like, we don't get it. But yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate you taking part in the RP session today.
Well, thank
That was
you.
fun.
I was thinking of planning some encounters. I was like, they did 5 weeks of encounters. Like, let's just have everybody talk.
This was good.
Yeah, that's fun with it.
Yeah, back on track a little bit.
Close to
I
murder,
was
but that's
fully
okay.
expecting my arm to get blown off.
I kind of was too. You had from the beginning the barrel, it was never securely put in, but also your flint was not great either.
Yeah. Hopefully somebody can fix my mistakes.
Yeah,
I want to see like what the stats are for that. I'm kind of curious of how you would like to roll that, but also I would love to see what the fiery flail is going to be like.
yeah. The flail gun's going to be very interesting, considering now you're going to have a gun that has a reach range besides a shooting range. So that's going to be interesting. And then also I want to play with you on how accurate that thing can be from time to time. But it's very creative. I like it a lot. That's why I was like, I'm
just
not
thinking-
saying no to this. I'm going to let it happen. Like, I'm not saying no.
I just want a pistol whip, you know?
Pretty funny.
Like in my head now, I'm just like thinking of Ivy from Soul Calibur, but like with more guns.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'll make sure I get to work on that stat block for that. I'll update your fiery flail since you now have activated that successfully.
Right.
Make sure everyone's items are accounted for and your gold is accounted for, and we'll see each other in 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
Sounds good.
That was a good session, guys. Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to any of you.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Hakuna
Twitch,
Matata.
thank you for coming by and hanging out today. Appreciate everybody stopping by for this adventure, and we'll see you next time.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Don't
guys.
kill anybody.